Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody, how's it going? John here, whatever good. Social portrait designer woodworks. How's everybody here tonight? How's all my subs and my members and everybody doing on this fine Saturday evening? Saturday. What's all going Who's all out there? Herb. Hey, Herb. Larry. Chris K. Yeah, Chris. I might doesn't work after the live starts. What should we read about now? Hey, Kevin. Hey, Jeanette. Hey, Tammy. That was the question. Hey, Jessica. What are you up to? Jessica up to?
You want to go back to playing with chocolate?
Well, hello there. Come on.
Yeah.
You got
Hey,
strawberries sitting on
Jesse.
the table.
Yeah. Hey, Herb. There you go. There you are. Listen, been listening to move around for the past 10 minutes.
I've been taking dogs in and
Tammy,
out of the house.
hear that? Yeah, I've been listening. I was over at what's her name now? What's her name, Jessica? Fiber
Fan- Fantastic fiber.
Warrior podcast. What's her name?
Fantastic fiber.
There you go, Fantastic Fiber over there for your podcast. Listen to that. Man, there's a lot of freaking people over there. A lot of people over there. Holy cow!
Oh,
Huge giveaway boxes. Oh my god. So close to winning. It stopped on my name and then it changed. It was like, wow! Where's that wheel? Where's that wheel we got? Those giveaways. Oh, who was our winner yesterday? Jane Doe. Jane Doe. Oh, that was over on, not this channel. That's over on Host Flips and Chains channel. Yeah,
hello,
wrong channel.
Tammy.
They're over on that Host Flips and Chains channel. That
What's
crochet
that?
guy. I don't know. You heard of him? You heard of him? Yeah.
No, no,
Apparently
what's
he's
No,
got
that?
wheels. He
never.
does giveaways once a week.
I never heard
Huh?
of him.
You know what that is. You know what that is. You all know what that is. I'm not going to advertise it on here. It's the Wood Show.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
it's an open panel. Yeah, I guess. Okay, fine. It's an open panel. That's what this is.
What? I'm leaving.
All this yarn. Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, I'm playing with chocolate and strawberries.
Oh,
I see some wood on the
her,
wall over
her, Herb, were you here a couple weeks ago? Were you here a couple weeks ago? We were just singing songs, and then I seen Russ in the chat, and I started singing "Diggy Diggy Hole." I'm like, oh wait, what? Russ, I didn't mean to. It was an accident. Come back, come back.
Oh, no, I wasn't there for that.
Oh,
I
he was just in the
almost
chat
played that.
though.
I
So I'm like,
almost played that the other night.
he would have disowned you. He would have just left the chat, and he would have just left and not come back at all. You know that, right?
I know that. I don't know why he hates that.
So what do you mean the weather answer why all my connections hurt? Oh, your connections, like your joints. Hey, JJ.
Hello,
But
Jim.
it's 13. It's 55. 55 is still pretty decent out. What's the weather here?
Cold and
I know
rainy.
it's still pretty warm here. I know the Taurus has been outside all day, eating freaking dandelions and grass. See, now summertime, I'm going to pay for food for them. You fend for themselves.
There's the back door. Get after it, kid.
Yeah, oh, it's warmer here. Holy cow. It's still warmer here. I'm still warmer today now than it was down there yesterday. Everywhere. Why so freaking hot here? Welcome to the north, where it's cold in the winter and hot in the summer. You're windy all year long.
I'm warmer than you are. I'm at 61.
No tornadoes, no tsunamis, no earthquakes. Saying, saying.
Well, it used to
It
not
might
have
snow for a
tornadoes.
week. it snows for 1 week and then it rains for another week. We got our hot summer, one week of really hot summer, or 1 week of really cold winter, and everything just evens out the rest of the time. Oh, but it's windy here.
Are you having Texas weather?
Merrimack. No, it's not that hot. I don't know
No,
how you
it
people
gets
can live
hot,
down
it
there.
gets cold, it gets rainy, it
Barometric
gets windy.
pressure. Like, no word of a lie, there are actual memes on Facebook of Alberta weather where you can wake up in the morning and it's freaking like -40, and you got to dress for the weather, and then at noon it's like summertime, and then it's like fall again, and then spring at night. I don't know. It's weird freaking weather. But like, people will be wearing like bathing suits at -30 because it went from -50, so it went up 20 degrees, so it's still freaking warm. If it goes up 20 degrees, it's freaking warm. Even though it's still -30, but it still went up 20 degrees. Hey, Jeremy, how's it going?
Hey, Jerry?
It's cold here. It's not cold there.
What do you do? What do you go to?
63 Montgomery.
I'm ready for it now.
JJ's at 55. It seems like an averaging temperatures. What are you at, Annie? I didn't see yours up there.
Me?
That's
Yours.
pretty delicious. What is it?
Yeah, I woke up from my nap and come back over here and y'all was all gone.
Weather, hurricane.
Where'd they go?
Hurricane.
That's what I said. 60. Holy crap. See, look, I spelled it right.
Okay.
Huh. It didn't even ask you to put the state because there's a
Oh,
lot
it's
of
still warm
hurricanes.
here.
There's a hurricane in Utah.
Nah, it don't matter. Well, see, but the thing is, it's used to putting it in, right? So it'll just, it's like a default, right?
Most.
Yeah.
Right, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's some more.
What's everybody up to tonight? What's everybody up to this fine Saturday night? Where everything's all right. Because it's Saturday night, where everything is all right.
Over here, customer Microsoft Office.
You're doing what?
Cussing
Cleaning out your
Microsoft Office.
Crocheting? What are you crocheting, Jeremy?
You want me to pay to
That's
use
making
work
hats.
to be free? Forget that.
Yeah, you guys got to take a day off from crocheting. That's why I'm doing woodworking on Saturdays.
I haven't touched it yet.
Yeah, but you're working on strawberries and baking.
Baking.
Am I a bad influence, John?
You really want him to answer that one?
No, because I already know the answer.
No.
A delightfully
Here in a minute, we'll go.
wacky person to be around.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Herb, Lawrence, Chris,
Hey, Joe.
Kevin, Jeanette, Gypsy, JJ.
I know who that voice belongs to.
So do I.
Right, Tammy, strawberries and bacon.
Yeah, and Annie and John and Jess and Herb.
And hello to you.
Yes. I was
Jeremy
trying to
says,
wait till he calls, but he hasn't called yet, so I'll probably get kicked off here when he does, if he does.
Of course you will. Of course you will.
Sometimes he
Jeremy
does.
says crochet is my passion right now until I get my sewing room set up. Ooh,
Sewing room
I don't know how to sew.
for quilting or for dressmaking, or you know what I mean, like for fabric making, or just for quilting. Hey Sarah, see this is what I'm working on. That's what I'm working on right now. Getting my frog all colored up. Hold on a second. There we go. Coloring in my frog.
Chris K
His
says
eyes.
she needs to
Oh,
make a That's really nice. Chris K says she needs to make a new alarm bracelet or necklace. Necklace.
I just heard a bunch of
Just light on
frogs
this
a
though.
minute ago.
There we go. There we go.
Very cool.
Doesn't look real. It looks realistic though, doesn't it? He's jumping right off the freaking page.
Definitely.
I'm coming.
You nice.
Look at his eyeball.
I'm coming.
Eyeballs that way.
That is awesome. That is so awesome.
Chris K is whining.
Hey Niecy. Hey Niecy, how you doing?
Hey,
Why?
Niecy.
Why are you whining, Chris K?
Swear to God.
Why you want
What are we whining?
a frog? You want a frog? You're getting a kaleidoscope. You're getting an actual kaleidoscope that I've never made before.
What are we whining? Oh, whining.
The cool. You should see the cool colors I got going in your kaleidoscope, though. They're cool. Can't show you though,
Why not?
because she's here.
Oh, okay.
Today was a great day. You felt like yourself. Well, it's great, you see, because when you feel like somebody else, that's the worst. And when you feel up somebody else,
You ruined my month.
that's when you get trouble.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, this is the John Show. We can get away with it here. My membership demands it.
Well,
There
Beth
was
will
a
be
10
in
I
there.
learned in
in a
middle
minute.
school. I stopped for years. I'm getting back into it. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Cool. I'll be crocheting and hanging in the background.
Hello, Tracy.
It's raining. Hey, Tracy.
Right in here.
It's
That's
been raining here for what feels like three months now. I don't know.
Yeah.
And the prep to
right
get
here with
ready.
you, Jess.
No, it's not raining.
I'm so tired of the rain.
Someone told my mom she sold it without telling me. What? Really? That's the worst.
Someone being wobbly.
Yeah, Jesse, come on the John Show. You know, because we got to invite Robin too. Just saying. You got to come on the show sometime. You can get away with it here. You can talk about your crotch goblins all you want here.
Yeah,
Get away
Chris
with
K says, when I feel myself, I get in trouble. Okay.
What?
That's what she said. Chris K
No,
says,
you get in trouble when you touch your elf.
when I feel myself, I get in trouble.
See, at Christmas time, when I touch my elf, that's when I get in trouble.
You are in so much trouble, Motorboat. You did that.
When I think about you, I touch my elf.
Elf on a shelf.
Russ,
see
Mr. Meadows. Mr. Meadows, I sent you a link this morning. Did you want a link to come in now? Come on. We haven't seen you in so long, Russ. We just want an
Russ.
update on what's going on with you.
If I know him, he's probably sitting in the recliner.
Really?
I damn sure would be.
Oh, Tammy wants your bird, Jess. See, they can get rid of it. There you go. She'll take it from you. Then you don't have to cook them. Don't have to cook it.
To Russ.
You don't have to try to cook it anymore.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know, Joey's like, kiss my butt. Kiss my butt. Kiss my butt. Yeah. Yeah, see, exactly.
What?
Oh, you're in your computer chair. Okay, I'm going to send you a link then, Russ. Then you can just turn your computer on. Oh, your computer's already on. Look at that. Then you can just turn your
You don't have to be there. But
vent already. Look at
Let me
that. There
see
you
if
go.
my cat's not eat it.
No, that'll fight. I'm the bird. Tammy, you weren't here for that show when it attacked Jessica. Like, Jessica was bleeding everywhere
yeah, she
for
was. That
hours
was
and hours.
crazy.
Russ, how's it
Damn,
going, buddy? I
man.
haven't seen you. Like,
Hey,
What's
Russ.
happening?
got to be almost what, like 6 months I've seen you?
I don't think it's been that long.
Yeah, I think
Told me
so.
to
I
put
think
my
it's that
elf
long.
on the shelf.
It's been a while.
What have you been up to?
Oh, hang on a minute.
I hear
I
you've been
gotta
traveling,
turn one
though.
of these off.
No.
There we go. Yeah, you'd already sent the link. I just now saw it.
Not nice.
Okay.
I have two open.
So what's shaking,
So,
folks?
I am.
not much. Like, what
Well, I
do you
don't know.
what have you been up to
Joke about
besides your
stuff and get on the fight.
besides your live in your shop?
That was one of those quick spur of the moment things I thought I'd try.
And looky there. There's another stranger. Steve.
Look
What's
at
happening,
this.
What's up,
brother?
Steve?
Steve, hey buddy.
Steve.
Hey, Steve.
It's
What's
Saturday
going on,
night,
Phil?
Everybody's coming
Friday night,
out
everybody's
to
coming out of the woodwork.
play.
Yeah, I know.
Mm. Everybody wants to win yarn.
Oh, is that what it is? Goodbye. I'm not into that.
We come
So
over here to plant some wood.
right. So Ross, is your shop cleaned out enough that you can get to your scroll
No.
saw?
Not really.
That was quick.
Charles,
I
put
got
it
to
this
step
way,
all
John.
over the wood and
Charles
everything
said
else is jammed up. It's hard to get in and out of that rascal.
Charles's shop is cleaner.
Yeah, I believe it is. I do believe it is.
That's pretty thick, eh, Jessica?
Well, it's
Wow,
not
it
melted
is.
yet.
I want some of that.
Oh.
I do too, actually.
What is it?
Look like icing.
Candy
Chocolate.
melts.
It's what?
Chocolate.
You're
Chocolate.
full of crap.
Chocolat.
There's no pink chocolate.
Hello, ladybug.
Pink
Yeah, there
chocolate.
is.
Come on. Now, I heard all I could stand when I heard
Strawberry chocolate.
chocolate vegan cake. I said, no.
Yes, that's the chocolate cake is done.
Lord have mercy. Somebody is wrong. Somebody's wrong in the head.
Well, my steaks
Well,
are
see, but the
vegan.
thing is, when you get customers with special requests,
Yeah.
with special requests, you sort of got to do what they want, right?
I understand it, but I said there's something wrong with that idea. I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. Where do you get the
Hey,
protein
Chaffee,
from?
what are you up to?
Not enough protein in plants, and it's not the right kind in the first place.
But there's protein in the soy milk, which comes from nuts.
That's,
Last time you mixed almond milk, okay, with your to make your buttermilk. Now, the last time I had almond milk, my stomach was tore up like I had some diarrhea problems, stomach was problem. It killed me for a week.
Because your
I
body
could not.
Oh,
I thought I was
Wow.
eating something wrong, but I was trying almond milk to get away from cow's milk. And once I figured out what the
Yeah.
problem was, I said, "That's it for that. Ain't gonna be no more almond milk. Not a chance." I turned off of
We tried.
what is them almond bars? Mounds, Peter Ball, whatever that is. I'm through with almonds.
Yeah.
Can't do it. It messed
Well,
me
you
up
know,
for a
if
solid week.
Have you tried?
if you ever get plugged up, just have some almond milk. It'll take care of it.
Well, I'll tell you one damn thing. Yeah, that'll
Have
never
you tried
happen.
coconut milk?
I get clogged
Coconut
up. I'm
milk?
on the Chicken
No,
Express
I
and
don't
get me
think
a
I
large
have.
gravy.
Whatever it was, almond milk.
Because that's another nut. That's another nut, right?
I have never had any
Jeremy's
problems
a
with
protein.
any kind of pecans or walnuts or anything like that. I never had a problem with almonds until I guess here lately.
Yep.
The older I get, the more I find I'm getting allergic to. I think that's what it was. I just was allergic to it or something. I don't know.
Or maybe
It messed me up.
Wow.
almond milk and it's disgusting.
Do what now?
Maybe it's just because it was almond milk and it's gross.
No, I looked at it, and it don't look bad. It just messed my stomach up. So I put an end to that. I've no goat milk. No, I've never been able to drink goat's milk. My brother, when he was very young, before 5, he's lactose intolerant. He couldn't drink cow's milk, so they put him on goat milk, and he was able to tolerate that. I took a little swig. I said, "Hell no, I ain't no, I ain't drinking that. Give me regular cow's milk."
Yeah, so
Obviously,
there's
Russ was pretending
soy milk,
not to like protein.
soy
Steve C.
soy
Been a
milk,
long
almond
time,
milk, rice milk, coconut, hemp, hazelnut, cashew, and oat. Ugh.
Yeah.
Let's continue to grow for milks, non-dairy milk.
No. When I get my milk, it's gonna be from a cow.
I'll stick to 2% milk, thank you.
That's what my wife wants. I prefer that 4%, that whole milk, but I haven't had any of that in years.
Hello, Greg.
My wife says you'll have 2% or you'll have 1%. What's your
Drink
choice?
10% creamers, man.
Yeah, I've always
No, if I can get away with it.
1% milk is water.
It's just
I
what
know. She
Right.
bought she went to Dollar Tree and she bought a container of chocolate milk made with 1% milk. And I looked at that, I said 1% is nothing but water. But it's evidently it's a little thicker when you got that chocolate kind of stuff in it. It was thick, but it don't taste like good chocolate milk to me. She's fine with it. I'm not.
Hey,
Well,
you
so
ass.
what you do, Ross, is you go to Costco, you buy a big bag of 10% creamers, and just put them into a milk jug. Yep,
Is that right?
It's 1%. There's a 1 in there and a percent number on there. 1%. There you go.
Well, if I could get 10 creamers in
1.0%. No, it's 10%, right? Yeah.
I'd give it a shot.
10%. Can you imagine that?
All right, I'm gonna drop off here. I'm gonna pull up on the
Powder
in the
creamer.
kitchen. Or like one.
Don't leave me again.
Work in the kitchen. All right.
And then it says Annie Pebbles was in the
Oh.
ER today.
Oh, crap.
What is happening?
You know,
That is in the
Dave was
hospital right now.
Dave was in earlier, and he said he was moving his shops, but he had to put that on hold because his brother had a heart attack.
No,
Yeah,
stroke.
no, we supposed to pray for him a little bit,
stroke.
but
Stroke,
yeah,
yeah.
stroke, I believe.
Yeah, he had
I
stroke.
saw him the other night, but I didn't have a chance to talk to him, see how his brother was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Herb was talking earlier
Oh, wow.
about doing some patterns for bookends and stuff, animal patterns. I thought that'd been a great idea. So
Yeah.
he talked about it. He and I talked about it a while back. And I said, I thought that Steve Good had some bookend patterns, and I went and looked on his thing, and he only had one, and it was the hell is that, Herb? God dang, a zebra. And so I took that and I printed it out. That's what I was cutting out in the shop. I said you could see my face, but you couldn't see what I was cutting because I was on my phone and had no way to hang it down on the thing. So, but they come out real good. They come out real nice.
I've only
The stuff
done.
I've got to paint them now.
I've only done one. I've only done. I've only done one set of bookends, and it was a hand saw, like the handle, but like a real handle from a hand saw, and then the other end with the name cut out of it, actual bookends, and they were pretty heavy duty, and you can put them right together, and it matched up in the angle or spread them apart for your books, right?
Right.
That was like frig. I don't know. I did that like 10 years ago. I've only done one set of bookends. I can't believe it. It was a nice. It was a nice set too.
Yeah, well, I thought that that was a pretty good little idea. I said that would make a pretty damn good bookend. And Herb's got quite a few patterns that you can make bookends. Especially, I was talking to him the other night, and I said, especially those patterns that he has that have the look at that giraffe.
Jeanette says she was in a lot of pain. Pebbles was.
And a quick reach out.
The patterns that he does where they're two-faced, where they have like a face, half a face and an animal face merged, stuff like that. You can have that on either side, both of them on either side, or he's got animals that you could use to do them bookends with. It'd be really good.
There's a lot of people who still read books.
I got a ton of books, and I've read a bunch, and I keep them, but I haven't read in a while. I'm a science fiction kind of guy, sword and sorcery.
Well, Greg,
I like that kind of stuff.
Greg, how many? What the hell's the name of those books? What's the name of those small ninja books?
Have you read, Greg?
Hayes books. Hayes books. Like how many Hayes books do you have up on your freaking shelf?
Haynes.
Or behind your toolbox, laying around. Oh man, I gotta go buy another 1974 freaking whatever.
No, Brady.
I thought I'd try it out, so I went out there and knocked that out. It was the first time I'd used flat blades in quite some time. I didn't use spirals on that. It was 3/4 thick, and I was thinking,
Are you?
Well, I thought
Are you changing?
I thought I had some number 7s, and I thought I had some number 9s, and I thought, well, I didn't. So I had a 5, and I thought I started out with the 5s, flat blades, and I didn't like them that much. So I went back down to a 3, and I went through a 3, and I went lickety split through that 3/4 inch wood. That was pretty sweet. I thought I'd have to have a bigger blade for the 3/4 inch.
The biggest blade I have is a 3.
Is that right?
What the hell's a
I got
7 and
1s,
9?
3s, and 5s in the flats. 1, 3s, and 5s.
Any idea what was wrong with her, Jeanette?
And Greg says all PDFs now, John. Chris K says, Russ, need you read Spider Robinson?
I haven't got any books by Spider Robinson.
And Greg says digitize everything.
Well, yeah, but Greg, like Greg, you remember back in the day, going through the microfiche catalog, pulling out your one microfiche, loading it in, fucking doing that, speeding through, find that one spot you need, zoom in.
Yeah,
like that was, that was technology. Microfiche was technology back then.
That was the top technology at that time.
Hello, Corey.
I miss microfiche. Do they still make microfiche?
I don't miss
I don't
it.
know if they do or not.
I don't miss it.
Libraries still have microfiche.
Libraries probably do, yeah.
Do they?
With the animal thing,
All the
mostly,
newspapers are on microfiche, I'm sure.
with the animals was more going towards the kids.
I don't want microfiche. Seriously? He's stupid.
Yeesh.
Google is stupid.
That's Robin's best friend.
Do you mean miniature
Just gotta
fish?
keep it really
Go should go to the aquarium.
Oh my gosh.
So they still make the microfish is still produced, though its usage has decreased due to the rise of digital storage of information, while not as common as in the past. Nimble information strategies, the Crowley Company still offers servicing and creating digitizing microfish. It remains a relevant archiving method for some institutions, libraries, and archives.
Yep.
Really,
What you
they
Lot of
still make
newspapers.
it. Unbelievable.
doing, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exact newspapers, right? Because you want to look up like old copies of newspapers. It was all in the microfiche.
Yep. Greg says you should have seen the manual bonfires he had. He got rid of all the manuals.
Oh,
I don't blame you. It gets to be too much, especially if you don't have the item you had the book for.
That's true.
Then that's what somebody else might need it.
my dad was in the military because he was
Mhm.
a mechanic, and he taught heavy duty mechanics. I can't remember what it was exactly that he taught, but he had so many freaking manuals in the house. Like he had like a whole wall of just like the thick manuals, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
the 80-pound manuals. But
Well,
he knew what was on every page of every one.
I'm gonna tell you something. When I got to the Navy and got to my ship, got all the way through boot camp and everything, went through school and got to the ship, and I was a radar technician. I repaired radar systems, and they showed me the specific units I was going to be working on. They showed me the old manual for that machine. It was that thick. They showed me the new manual. It was that thick. And I said, no, give me the old one. The old one was way better than the new condensed version that they were using. I said, I want the old one. Thing was perfect. Every time I had to use it,
Hey,
I'd
Mark.
break out the old one.
Okay, y'all pretty now.
Oh, Mark.
Mark. Hey,
Who's
Carly
pretty?
Creates. How's it going?
Okay,
Oh,
not me. I was women on this show. Don't call me that.
Hey, Carly.
See, look, she's got,
Look at there.
she got blue chocolate too. Murph
You know
chocolate.
what? A couple of them look like noses. You see that that blue? Yes, that's the one. It looks like a nose.
Looks like Carl Malden.
Like a schnoz.
That's the one in the front. The one in the front's called Malden. I ain't gonna tell you
Exactly
what
which
that
one
one
you're
in the
talking
back
about,
looks like.
Kind of looks like
Don't look at that one in the back, that blue one in the back. That looks like something else.
Oh, look at that. Nice little shell on there.
You go get me a cup of coffee.
I'm gonna paint
Oh, look at
it
that.
because now it's
These
got
are for
little drip on it.
Mm.
for a mermaid wedding or a mermaid birthday, right?
Yes, mermaid inspired.
Ariel.
Mermaid inspired.
Mermaid. And I do have a tail, but it keeps breaking
No,
when I take it out of the mold.
Greg, that old potato nose, that's not. Oh, you talking about Carl Malden. Yeah.
Yeah, Carl Malden.
I'm not going to tell you what that one in the back looked like, but I'll tell you offline.
Go ahead. This is John's show.
I'm not doing it. There's too many
Yeah, it's
women.
John. It's John's Wood show. You're talking the
I'm
one that had
not
the little
doing it.
line across the top of it. Looks like it was half circumcised.
That's the one. That's what I was thinking. Thank you.
Gosh, you guys are bad.
Baby.
Y'all are terrible.
I'm gonna-
I didn't come here to cause all this. Y'all did that.
You called it.
Well, so
I just got one
Jessica.
question.
All
yes,
right.
yes, Herb. What's your question?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on you. We're causing all
Ouch.
this chaos. Where's Beth? She usually starts in.
True.
Say it 3 times.
So-
she'll show
Close your
up.
mouth, Mark.
So, Jessica, since you're painting them with food grade paints, Can't you just glue it together with some chocolate?
I will. That's why I didn't remelt it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then here's some more shells.
More
But I'm going to do a
shells.
couple more shells. Birdie, get out
I'll
of my
be
purse.
right back.
Pebble said she's been waiting
All right, Herbie.
on packages.
Up.
A package. I know.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get back.
Try to get them out next week.
I'm gonna get back to this.
All right, brother. That's what I came to see. That was looking good today. I was
Coloring?
watching
You came
some
to see
of it
coloring?
today. Yeah, I gave you your thumbs up today. I seen you do a little bit of pencil coloring, pencil crayons. That's what you call it.
All right. Thank you, Russ, for calling them what they are. Spell it now.
Colored pencils.
COLOU. COLOU.
Feed the beast, Russ.
Well, we'll take the U out, but yeah. I don't know why y'all insist on putting letters that don't mean, you can't even hear them.
The knife. What was I calling a big boat a ship? It's just a boat. Come on. It's just a boat.
It's a ship. We don't call the boats in the Navy boats. We call them ships.
I used to get in arguments with my uncle over that because he was
Get out of my purse.
he was what was he? I'm gonna say he was a chief warrant officer, but it was the Navy. So what's chief petty officer? There you go.
Chief petty officer is E7.
Okay.
I don't know.
Question.
It's done too.
Your CPO2. Go with that.
If you
You're
can't
full of
call a
questions
boat
tonight, Herb. What's up?
in the Navy,
Oh my God, this is heavy.
you don't use the word boat. What was PT 109? Was that a ship?
Nope, that's different.
It was a ship.
It was a boat.
No, it's not.
See now the way it was explained to me is ships have boats on them, but boats don't have ships on them.
I'm not going to
Hence,
explain myself
lifeboat, not
again.
life ship.
Not going to
So
explain
ships will
myself
have boats
again.
on them.
There's only one boat I want to
Hey,
be
you're
on.
right, Mark. Come on, Greg. We need you. You weren't here long enough this morning.
Yeah.
Motorboat.
All right, I gotta pull this frog up again.
Okay.
That is colored pretty good, man. I like how you did that.
It is looking really awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Got some
Mark
more
said a
shells.
ship can carry a boat. Boat can't carry a
Joey
ship. The
Bird.
only exception is a submarine. It's always a boat.
Why are you emptying my
Ooh,
wallet?
it's underwater.
Chris K's asking Russ. Why?
I see it. I see it.
Let go. Turd.
So why are there midshipmen? Those are the ones that are going to come out and be officers on a ship. They're not mid-boatmen.
Depends on where they are on the boat.
No,
wouldn't-
they're not on a boat. They're on a ship.
Yeah,
Usually.
that's why I said ship in their name, but they're in the middle of the boat. They're in the middle of the ship. They don't
They're
work
in the
upper
middle of
deck
the
or
ship.
lower deck. They work in the middle.
Stuck in the middle with you.
Oh, you guys.
No, they call them midshipmen.
Just love giving Russ a hard time.
No,
Hey, thanks
no.
for coming.
Army
Thanks for
and,
coming
and
back and let
Marine
us-
Corps
let us screw around with you,
are
Russ.
different. Yeah, they're giving me a real cane in it. I'm not going to say.
Didn't you taste the wet ass?
Oh, man. A colored butt. Oh.
I'm sure John got a color for that.
It says Papa Bear on it.
Hey,
Looks
there's somebody
awesome.
we haven't seen in a long time.
And he's got us muted.
Huh? What?
Ah! Attack. Okay, what the heck? What do I do? Where? Oh, freaking bird. Freaking bud. Freaking bud.
Right.
I've tried to get in this show called Maigret about a French detective. I can't get into it because it's got Roland Atkins over there and Mr. Bean playing the lead detective.
Oh yeah. Be kind of cool actually.
What movie is this? Annie, can you come see what movie this is? I don't know if it's Stagecoach or
Hang on.
My Darling Clementine, but it's old.
Always.
It's the War Wagon. Hey, let's watch The Repair Shop.
Where is he? Now, he was just at the top a minute ago. Yeah, it's Stagecoach.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely Stagecoach. Because My
Okay,
Darling
we'll consider.
Clementine is about minors,
Okay.
and that's the second feature.
Oh,
This is so old school.
Huh?
Russ, if you like
That
old
wind.
movies, you should go see The Drunk Review.
Yeah.
If it ain't British, I ain't watching it.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear which movie.
If you like old black and white movies,
Mm-hmm.
the Drunk Reviews channel, head over there. He has like double features and stuff. I love black and white.
And you
Never heard of.
I didn't. I met him through Jess.
Okay. Well, it
Yeah,
looks
he's
like
been on
he's
the
in
channel
the
a couple
chat
times.
now.
Oh, there he is right there.
Yeah, he's on.
Hey TDR, how's it going? What are
Hey,
you up to, buddy?
TDR.
Hey, TDR.
Hey
Speak
there.
of the devil.
Just getting everybody over. I asked Danny to come over and figure out what movie. And then
Okay.
she let everyone know about your channel.
I didn't hear the question.
They needed to know what movie was playing. Or Jess wanted to know what movie was playing now.
So she had.
Oh, okay. Hello, Mary.
Super secret way to tell Annie to go over there.
I'm there. I'm just lurking because I'm calling.
I'm just, that was a super secret way to not be so blunt and be like, hey, Annie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So that's why I was like, hey, Annie, let me, doo-doo.
Now, is she lurking here or lurking there?
I'm lurking.
She's lurking there.
Oh, there. Okay.
Oh man,
Stagecoach. That's a good old one.
I'm both.
Maybe both.
My Darling Clementine, but that's an old one.
Actually, right now I'm in 3 places. Because Fantastic Fiver's still on as well.
I was on Jill's channel as well.
So basically, you can't give your full concentration to any place you are.
I am not a scrapbooker.
No.
I didn't know.
Well, I'm just here.
My brain don't work unless it's concentrating on multiple things. Ooh, that's so pretty.
Mark wanting to know where you guys are seeing TDR.
Right
Oh,
there.
My
Right
side,
above you.
Mr.
Oh,
Mark.
he's
Right
probably
there
over.
above you in the chat.
He's probably over. He's probably over in Jessica's
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
I want a strawberry.
Here you go. Here you go.
Goodness, Ellen.
Help.
Was it ow? I thought it was.
All right. I thought I heard help.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't think it was.
was the cat attacking her?
I need somebody help.
Not just anybody.
Please.
Maybe TDR or one of the mods or something can post TDR's channel on John's side.
Hey,
Yes, that would be amazing.
TDR just put. Oh yeah. Yeah, TDR coming over my side.
Tap in sawdust.
Yeah, just, sure. Go right on over. No, go over and type in Yarny. Over on that side.
No, sawdust.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Never mind. He's on
Sawdust.
this weird channel. On the other channel.
Wake up there, sunshine.
Drunk review. Hold on a sec. I'll just drop it in here for you. Saturday night Stagecoach and my darling Clementine.
Mm-hmm.
Ba-da-boom.
Ooh. Now I wonder.
Copy.
11, 3 Wednesday.
So that's shiny.
Humidity and Greg's weather is 57
There you
degrees.
go.
5 mile an hour winds, 39% humidity.
I don't think I've ever been over yonder.
There we go. TDR dropped strawberry in my side, and then you can
Yeah,
copy and paste.
I did already.
There
Yeah,
you go.
so tonight's a
Thank you.
double feature for Stagecoach and my darling Clementine, the original, by the way, with two feature classics and a cartoon short. Let's all go to the movies. Let's all go to the
Yeah.
movies.
I
Yeah, and
remember that
like last
commercial.
week was Rocket Ship XM, Kronos,
Mm.
Curse of the Fly, Giant Gila Monster, Doctor
All
Terror,
right, I just
House
gotta
of
say,
Horrors, the Vampire.
If you guys
Ghost.
go over there, don't embarrass me.
What?
Well, we better stay
Yeah,
here then.
yeah. Don't embarrass Jessica over there.
I
That'd be the worst.
love you guys.
Love you.
I love you too, Joe.
Aw, that's sweet.
Aw. So
Go
lovely.
fix me a glass of tea, woman.
There's a man in the group.
Believe me, Joe, it don't work here either.
Yeah, someone that's a man that's not thinking quite right. Just saying.
All y'all women, you
The
know
brave
me
man.
like
That's
that.
what we call that. We call that a brave man.
Oh, I thought you said kick.
Thank you, Lacey.
That's already went to his room. So he was safe from Zach saying anything.
Yeah, because
Lacey's
Zach
a
will
new
say it.
member.
What, Annie?
I said Zach will say it.
Yeah, and he didn't hear that, or he would have probably. What the hell did he just say? That was so freaking funny.
Hey, Lacey, thank you for becoming a member. That was awesome.
Yeah, if Zach could have reached through the tablet and grabbed up Herb, he would have.
Oh, man.
Right. Oh my god, that was
What do you say
hilarious.
about my mom's ass?
I feel like, what you say?
I didn't say your mom was a fat ass. She had a lovely ass.
That's what he said in the end.
Exactly.
The one with cats about something fat ass, and I was
What?
like,
I do remember.
It's hard to answer
Hold on.
people when they say stupid shit like that.
I know it.
And Zach was back
Hold
behind
on a
me at the
sec.
kitchen table,
Hold
and
on a
he's like,
sec.
"What did he just say to you?" What?
Hold on a sec. I
Yeah,
got a new member. I gotta give Lacey her video here.
Well, somebody should be on their way home.
Huh? Looked like John got himself a new member.
Welcome, Lacey.
Welcome.
Jeanette's asking if we are doing happy hats tomorrow. As far as I know, we are.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Jessica's
there's
gonna
happy
buy
hats.
yarns for happy hats tomorrow.
Going
Going yarn
shopping,
shopping.
bro.
What?
What did you forget?
Yarn shopping. Yarn
You gotta buy yarn?
shopping. Yeah. What?
What? You gotta buy yarn for
What?
happy hats?
Well, yeah. Well, I've got like, yeah. So I've got a place to go. A daughter's destashing her mom's collection for like 20 years. So I was told that there was like 7 or 8 totes and like 9 bags and all kinds of other stuff. So I was like, "Oh, can I come see?" And she said yes. So that's tomorrow. And then I've got to deliver strawberries, and then we're going to Joann's because yarn's 50% off now. What, Lacey? Yep, we're going shopping. And I'm only doing it tomorrow because I've got to deliver the strawberries up where that Joann's happens to be, and it's a 45-minute drive. So I can stop up there while we're already there.
What happened to the sound? I don't hear anybody talking.
I stopped talking.
Did you mute yourself?
Did you mute who?
Did you mute
Who's
the tab?
muted? Well, if you muted the
Can't hear
tab,
me?
then
I'm talking, Russ.
I see your hand moving. I ain't reading sign language.
You must have muted the tab.
yeah, he probably muted the tab.
Me or you?
You may have to tell someone to call today. And that is forever.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I give up.
Don't give up that easy, Herb.
No, I'm tired of jacking with Microsoft. I'm fixing to download something else.
Yeah, I hate jacking at night. It's the worst.
Okay, I'm really liking this pink. That's a very red berry.
That is a very red berry. That's,
Isn't it?
No, he's checking his audio, so he'll be back.
Like, yeah, that's very red. The red. I bet you it's so juicy and
Is
sweet.
that Rojo?
Huh?
Is that Rojo?
It's a rojo? It's a rojo.
Yeah.
Rojo.
Rojo. Rojo.
Yeah.
All right. Mm. It's really nice that it is that red because it helps this pink like really pop. I need like a shaker table.
A shaker table, like a vibrating table.
Yeah.
Damn, I realize I
Lacey
haven't
said,
brushed my
Well,
hair
didn't I
today.
explain?
go ahead. What?
Didn't I explain to you one day if you just basically just get like a table on springs and just take your vibrator, your back vibrator to it, it would do it for you.
Shoot. You're touching
Well,
me.
then you
Don't
don't
touch.
have a back vibrator. You use a
She has one
palm
though,
fender.
but she does have one.
I do have one. What do you need? A hair tie? What? I, for what? No. Could you stop that noise, please? And no, I'm not giving up that many hair ties. And
Okay, I'll
I
behave.
mean, you actually think that I can stop and look for 3 hair ties? Check your sister's bathroom. It does look like Barbie pink. But it's mermaid. These are for mermaids. It's a mermaid. These were the requested. Blue and pink were the
I'm a,
requested colors, but I'm adding white. So blue, pink, and white.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
And the white ones, we've actually got edible paint and edible sparkly glitter stuff.
Is that working
The
better
pink
for you,
stuff.
Russ?
Oh yeah, I figured out what the problem was.
What was it?
I didn't realize I had taken my little headphones off my head, put them on the table. When I went to, I'm looking all around. I said, "God dang it, I can't hear nothing." I looked
Well-
down on the table. Well, that might be a reason why.
I saw they weren't on your neck anymore. I didn't think it would be that obvious, but
Oh man, yeah, I didn't even know I'd taken them off, and I usually be putting them in the front. And she told me something, and I yanked them off to listen to what she was saying. And when I come back, I forgot to put them back on. I didn't even hear it buzzing on the table on the desk right here, right next to me. Shut up! Quit laughing.
That's
I'm gonna
worse
tell you what.
than where's my phone? I can't find my phone.
Yeah, y'all needed me by God, bring a little life to the party, even at my own expense.
You want me to tell Teresa
I
that
can't
one?
hear
Yeah,
anybody.
man.
Where'd
That's a
everybody
first for me.
go?
You muted yourself, and you're sitting here talking, answering everybody, and everybody's just freaking ignoring you. And then you look, and oh, for frick's sake, I'm on mute. Nobody's
Right.
heard me.
I
Nobody's
looked here. I
heard
wasn't
me.
muted or nothing.
Oh shit!
That's why I
I
X'd out a while
know.
ago because I couldn't do anything with it.
I
And I looked
can't hear
down and I said,
anybody.
"Hey, them look like my speakers." Oh shoot, I don't have any.
Oh, that made my night,
everybody
Russ.
send me
Thank you.
$5 for the entertainment. Everybody give me $5 for the entertainment. I'll make a little money.
Mark
did
said
that one.
a couple days ago, I spent 20 minutes looking for the glasses I was wearing. Nice job, Mark.
I've
I've
done
done that. I have done that.
Oh, shit.
I'm looking for my phone that was in my hand. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting old, Mark. I'm getting old.
I was looking for the car keys. You're looking all over the freaking house for them, and they're in your damn hand.
It's
Or
terrible.
you went out and started the car to warm it up and then was looking for the keys so you could leave and you couldn't find them. Done that.
we're all,
Oh,
we're all
Man, I love
special
it.
here.
well, I am the oldest one on the panel tonight, so that's okay.
It's my birthday month.
And
Well,
Jesse,
I heard
the
that.
youngest.
All month.
The whole month. I'm taking it all.
I know a lot of people that do that.
And what are you going
Well,
to
only
do?
because I mean,
I didn't
What
catch
do
any.
you, And what are you gonna do all month long for your birthday then?
Whatever she wants.
Okay.
I don't know.
There you go, Mark. I'm glad to see it's not
I
just
have
me.
no idea.
Okay, Mark
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
said
6.
it ain't age, Russ. My granddaughter did the phone thing 2 weeks ago. She was holding it and was looking for it.
I have done that.
And Greg says it's his birthday year this year. Oh, let's party.
What?
Moving on.
There you go, Greg.
Oh,
She wants to
year.
party.
Barbecue.
And next
I said
year
let's barbecue.
too.
If you make it that long, huh? Huh, Greg?
Mark says I told her to call it and listen for the ring. She was down and said, "Oh," and then laughed. Mark is like,
Oh, man.
I like that. I like that one.
Chris K, I hope that's not what you have to look forward to, but there ain't no telling.
Oh God,
Oh, my God.
it's hilarious.
Same here,
Oh my God.
Greg. Same here.
4, 5, 6,
Oh,
7,
really funny.
and 8.
That's
That's awesome.
Greg thinks it's a toss up for us. She's 24. She in college, sleep deprived. That could do it. How's your hip doing, Manny?
huh?
How's your hip doing?
It's
Oh, your
still
butt cheek. I guess your butt cheek.
still talking to me.
Use a pounder on it yet today?
No, I haven't had time.
Mark
I'll
said
do
my
that
super
right before I
pressure
go to bed.
birthday.
Day. Where?
John's the one who gave it that name. The pounder.
Well, I mean, that's what it does.
Yep, and it's very strong. Oh, it has a lot more strength to that one than my older one does. That's why when Zach needed one for his neck, I gave him the older one. Mary says I had my phone in the pocket of my hoodie and thought I dropped it in my chair. Usually I know where my phone's at. And some people take them with them everywhere they go. I don't. I mean, when I'm with like Zach or with his dad and we go to the store, as long as one of us has a phone, I don't take them.
I
That
have
way.
to because I lose Bill in Walmart and I'm not walking all over that damn store looking for it.
Oh no, when we're done, we wait up front by the bakery for the other one.
And they just go to the front. Just go to customer service and page them.
Oh, I did that once. He did
Looking
not.
for a lost husband. Bill, lost husband. Please report to customer service.
We were talking earlier today,
Your
me
wife
and
is
my
pretty perturbed.
wife. I'll never forget what your mom called me after we got divorced. He's like, and after we did that one Christmas where we made everybody's gifts super hard to get into them. We called it Secret Santa. And on hers, we glued yarn all around it so she couldn't get into it. And so ever after that, when we got divorced, she always called him that asshole ex-husband of mine. Yeah, we did gifts like that for a while until people just started getting older. You know, it's hard for them to get into stuff. Okay, have a good night, Jeanette. I hope you're feeling better.
Night, Jeanette.
Good night, sweetheart.
Okay, Jeanette. We'll see you tomorrow for Happy Hats. Okay.
And if you're not feeling up to crocheting, you don't have to. You just hang out with us.
Yep.
Better be.
That's the truth.
You better be there.
Yeah, just sit and hang out if you don't want to crochet. There's times I do that. What do you call a blonde driving a car? Driver's side airbag. Oh, Greg. No, I don't. Larry was confusing me when he thought he lost his phone, and it's his only contact for doctors and nurses. You should write those numbers down. You might need them sometime when you don't have your phone. Mark says you want to make it hard for me to get into it. Just put it in a prescription bottle. No shit. They have some of those where you have to push the sides in and turn. I cannot get those because my hands just won't let me. Nerves and all that.
Hey, Mandy.
So I have it that it's on my orders for every prescription bottle to be the pop top lid. 'Cause I can't get into the other ones.
I
There's
am glad
one,
they started doing that for people.
yeah, because I asked them, it's like, can we get the pop top lids on these? I can't get them open. Of course, she changed that. But like my Norco I have, I needed it one morning, like at 3 in the morning. I couldn't get that damn thing open for the life of me. I was ready to take a knife to it and get that damn thing open. So I went and woke Zach up. I felt bad, but I needed it bad. And he's like, well, just open this for me. He's like, seriously? Yes, yes, yes. He's like, well, how many do you need? And I was like, 14. He's like, seriously? And I was like, 2. It was one of those bad nights where I was doing the gummies and
Excuse me.
nerve pills, ibuprofen, Tylenol, everything I get my hands on.
Don't even.
Yeah. It says he's been asking. I've asked for arthritis-friendly bottles for years.
You
I don't
deserve.
know where you go, but at CVS, I just called him and said I need the pop top lids. I can't get the others
He's like,
open.
Joe, does he deserve a treat now?
Has he been good today?
Pretty much. Set.
If he's been good today.
And that'll be
pretty
the last
much.
treat I ever give you.
If he's been good today.
It's like, good, I'll go hide it in the couch because that's where I found the last one.
That's looking real good, John.
Right back up. I'm like, what did I?
Thank
No,
you,
he
Josh.
gets like the milk bones,
Uh-huh.
takes them in and hides them in the
He's
couch.
got one more leg to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'll glue it all up. Put finishing coat on it.
Mark says they'll put in the easy open bottles, but you have to ask for it. Well, for me, I have a lot of prescriptions, and they put in my file that all my prescriptions are put in those type of bottles with the top lid so I can get them open. Even when I
Yeah, I
go
was trying to
like
get him to
down
look like this one here, though.
Yeah.
when I go down to Dad's
Pretty
to
cool.
get a refill
That's
down
awesome.
there, it's still in the orders for pop top lids, and I get them there too. If nothing else, see if they'll give you some of the lids, and when you get home, just open them one time and then put those pop top lids on them. I've had to do that before.
Steve says he just cuts the log tabs off.
Yeah, Mark, I could save lids and send them to you. Maybe. I don't know. Where are you?
Washington.
If you're in the States, I can save some lids when I get some
Well, no, sorry. He's not in Washington. He's almost at the Washington border.
He's in the state.
California. Seattle?
Oh, he was in Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark's in
Oregon.
Oregon.
See, I was
lower part.
close.
Not even.
He was on the West Coast.
Hey, Mark, if you decide you need some lids, let me know and we'll send them to you. Since I go to CVS, their bottles are probably different from red ones. I don't know. Around that. There you go.
John, Larry wants to know if you've done a pattern for a poison dart frog. Not that I've ever seen.
No,
Mhm.
I don't do patterns. You have to talk to her at that.
Yeah, he says he'll handle it, no worries.
Sorry, TDR.
Even these ones aren't even patterns, right?
Thank you for the offer. I just like to fight with my pharmacist.
Hello,
And
Jeff.
Lucy says some pharmacies have them so you can choose safety or flip. Available for sweetheart. Yeah.
I think I make it
That's
just.
true.
I think I just make it look harder than it actually is.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if CVS has those or not.
She's finished.
I don't remember.
Okay, where am I at?
Okay, Greg says I cut the plastic lid covers off the acetone, milk, and thinner cans. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Sorry. They look like mixed.
Bet you I could do a really cool
Joe, what do you
logo
think?
for TDR though.
John, can you make her big, please?
Hold on, let me look at it too.
Oh, there you go. Hold on a sec. Just
Hey,
relax.
Annie. Gotta see.
All right, there you go.
Oh, I love that. That turned out so good.
Ooh, she's so
Way to go.
pretty.
There you go. This
That
looks pretty good.
that really turned out good.
Hello,
That's
Diane D.
awesome.
Now
Should I
you
do a background or just leave her?
just
Hello,
leave it.
Diana D.
Leave it. Sign your
Leave it.
Hey,
name.
Diana.
I would sign my name and get you some of those page
You know what?
protectors. Put it in that and put it in a binder.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's pretty.
That's what I would do with it.
I know
It
my
might even
owl
go
was
with like a watercolor.
Oh, for the background?
Yep.
I can't.
Just do
I
like a
already
watercolor
discussed that
wash
with
over
Joe
it.
today. No, this paper is so thin it would just buckle. I did consider that though. I was thinking about chalk pastels.
Hey, Diana. What's Jessica making?
I could kind of
Just
smudge
making
it out.
chocolate strawberries.
Hey, Diana. I don't know which Diana. Is it Diana D?
Yes, Diana D.
Diana D. Hey,
How
Diana
are
D.
you?
Welcome in, sweetheart.
Room for the day. I have been coloring most of the day.
Let's see.
What? Did you already eat that treat? Good Lord, dog. You goodness.
Chris K says
There you go,
pharmacist.
Annie.
Yum.
Chris K says pharmacist chose not to be physical terrorists. Oh my God. And Mark says, I tell the clerk I need a consult for the meds. When the pharmacist comes over, I hand him the bottles and ask for the arthritis-friendly bottles. You know, like it says on my account.
There you go, Annie. That was for you, from Mark. That needs to be framed. It's glorious, she says.
Thank you, Mark.
Hey, Mona. Hey, Mona. How's it going?
No.
Hello,
Oh, shoot.
I'm gonna drop out of here, folks.
All right,
Alright,
Herb.
see
Take
you.
care.
Hey, Herb.
Jeff,
We'll see you
you
tomorrow.
taking off too, Jeff?
Night,
I am too. I'm gonna cut out too.
All right, you have a good night.
What?
Y'all have a good night.
Oh, you old
Join us tomorrow.
people taking off.
Old folks, we know
All right,
that's
Russ.
just the way
Russ,
it is.
Oh my God.
Russ, it was good seeing you, though. It was good
Same
seeing you
here.
again, though,
Same here.
Rosa.
Absolutely.
Same here.
All right, take care,
Ron,
man.
you
Take
better
care.
not call me old when I leave.
And Mark says it's really
Oh,
beautiful.
no.
And
But you,
really like it.
I appreciate
well,
that. Thank
you
you.
still got an hour. You still got an hour, though, Annie.
Huh?
You still got an hour.
I
You and Connie
did?
basically run about, and yeah, you and Connie basically
Yeah,
run about
about
at the same time
11:30.
about going to bed. Yep.
Well, I mean, it's 11:30 for me. I think it's 10:30 for her.
Yeah. Well,
Lacey says, I'm old too, but I'm not leaving.
where she's at now, it's 9:30.
Steve, you're not old.
I think.
Night, Steve. If you're really leaving.
Me too.
You're taking off too, buddy? All right, brother. Take care.
TDR. Can you hear me? I have a question.
Mark says, just sit there and look pretty, Steve.
All right.
Ooh.
Shoot, no. He told me to email him a list. Never mind. Never mind. I shall
Yes, he said email him a list. I remember
Yeah.
that too.
I just don't know what he has access to.
What movies?
Yeah, but I think some old Abbott Costello movies would be good. Abbott Costello Meets the Mummy.
I really miss the old Charlie Chaplin movies, though.
So I'm not so much into the old movies. I mean, I like the old ones, like Frankenstein, Mummy, Werewolf, the black and white one.
Abbott Costello, Laurel and Hardy. I like the old movies. I really do.
I'm not so much into those.
But I also like, like the 50s, early 60s monster movies. So good, but so fake.
Yeah.
Is Jess milking that strawberry?
What?
Jess, you need to put everyone's name on their window. So okay, fine. Just give me a second. I'll do it.
Yes,
I'll do
Mark.
It. I'll put everybody's
Those
name
as
up.
well.
There you go.
Yes.
Do what?
Jerry Lewis. Yeah, I like some of his movies.
Yep. And the Marx Brothers.
No, let me change this.
Never. Oh no, not Marx Brothers.
I will tell you, and this is a very unpopular opinion. I can take the Three Stooges in very small amounts. Not a huge fan.
Me either. The boys.
Yes, Mark, exactly. That's that you could see the strings hanging that they were hanging from.
Yeah.
Not to see it. Yeah. The
cheesy
movie
explosions.
that started my life was the original Gargoyles.
What
That
was it?
kept me awake for weeks after I watched it when I was a kid.
What was it?
Gargoyles. The original. They've done a remake. It sucks.
There's what was that one I lost it?
They tried to get, when they did the remake, they tried to get too real with it, which gargoyles aren't real. So, well, I mean, as far as we know. But they lost the plot. That was supposed to be a scary, stupid, campy movie. That was the whole point.
Yeah.
And they tried to remake them and update them, and they just ruined them.
Yeah, Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yes, I loved that movie, the original. Yeah, I want my flying saucers to look like the hubcaps off a Hudson Hornet. Exactly, Mark. If I'm not mistaken, that's what they use for a lot of them. Now, see, I made my kids watch all these old movies, so they're all lovers. Anthony's favorite is the old black and white Zorro movies.
Yeah.
He
I remember
loves those.
I used to watch the Lone Ranger.
Yep, I like the Lone Ranger.
But I'm not super big into the older ones. I don't know. It just depends on what it is, I guess.
Town comes out to meet the soldiers.
Yeah. Mark says he's stationed in Fort Campbell. A guy in his unit was an extra in the movie Gargoyles. He was a little kid and he played a baby gargoyle. Okay, I don't know that one, Greg. The Night of
Yes, the baby
Triffids?
gargoyles were creepy as all get out.
The Night of the Triffids? I don't know that one. Never even heard of it. Lawrence said they live with Roddy Piper. Okay. And Greg said scared me when I was 12. Night of the Triffids. I don't know what that is. I have to look it up.
Triffids. No, I don't remember that one either.
And the Body Snatchers. I like that one.
Mark, I kid you not. I don't know if you remember, but back in I believe it was the late 80s, early 90s, there was a movie on called The Day After.
Uh-huh.
It was about an atomic attack, I believe, or atomic bomb. That literally scared my little brother. Now, we're in our 20s, and he called me in tears and told me the world was ending.
Oh, my God.
Like, what the hell are you talking about? He told me, he's like, put it on channel 3 and watch. And I was sitting there looking at it for a minute. I was like, dude, this is a movie. No, it's not. I was like, yeah, I'm
Oh,
pretty
that's
sure
cute.
it's a movie. Yeah, he called our parents, told him goodbye and everything. We was all cracking up laughing at him.
My sister did that with the X-Files.
I loved the X-Files.
They had like a newscast, the part she was watching. Oh my God, we've been invaded. What the hell are you talking about?
The Incredible Mr. Limpet. I actually own that movie, Chris. That is one of my favorite Don Knotts movies. That
I
Ghost
love
of Mr. Chicken.
done that. The day I still think The Day the Earth Stood Still is one of the best movies ever made. Forbidden Planet was fantastic too. Night of the Lepus,
Oh,
the original Godzilla movies, yeah, and the old black and white King Kong, whatever that one was.
Connecticut Night and King Arthur's Court. That was also good.
I'm trying to think what movie I watched. It might have been Gargoyles. I don't know. It had a green one and a brown one, and the green one was bad.
No.
It was really big like King Kong was. I don't know remember what it was though.
There was a Godzilla versus King Kong.
No, but they were like monsters.
Were they in Tokyo?
Probably.
Well, it was a Godzilla movie.
I don't remember if Godzilla was in it, but I remember there was a brown one, which was a good one. And then there was a green one, which was bad. And they weren't lizards or Godzillas or anything like that. It was more of, I don't know. They weren't really King Kongs either. I don't know what the hell they were. It might have been closer to a
Okay,
Godzilla.
Lacey, I know what movie you're talking about now.
Giant
Night
tarantulas.
of the Lepus was the giant rabbits. They were man-eating. Rodan, yes, thank you, Chris. Are you talking about Rodan, Joe?
They didn't fly.
Rodan didn't fly.
I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
I think it was like a lizard thing. I don't think Rodan flew. Yes, the original Blob.
I am not thinking of gremlins. I know what a gremlin is.
oh, I
These
love
were
Gremlins.
These were
Don't get
giant,
them wet.
and they were
Don't get them
old.
wet. Don't beat them after midnight.
You can say that about a lot of things. Don't get
Big
them wet.
Valley, Larry. Yep. I did like some of the old westerns, not all of them. I'm not a huge western fan. Bill, on the other hand, will watch every western you put him in front of.
Let's look on here.
Or MASH. He owns every episode of MASH. The man loves MASH. Don't care how many times he watches it, he'll watch it again.
Yeah, I used to watch it a lot when I was growing up.
Oh, that was a staple in our house. We had to watch MASH.
Yep.
If you wanted to or not, you were going to watch MASH.
All right, I'm pretty much done this now, I think.
Ouch. Ah, give my hand. Crinkle, crinkle. Crinkle, crinkle. Ooh. Oh, there's-
No, the movie I was thinking I was not wrote in.
Oof.
I just looked it up.
Ooh, Lacey, yes. Oh, that's cool, Bart. I did like to hear Bing Crosby. He could sing. And love Danny Kaye.
So the one I'm thinking of is the War of the Gargantuas.
Oh, okay. Yes, I remember that movie.
Yeah, that's the one.
Larry, Vincent Price's Night at the Wax Museum. Didn't care for the remake. Love that.
Foghorn
I'm
Leghorn.
not a huge fan of remakes.
Lacey said I saw that at the drive-in first time. Mark said when we lived in Nevada, Bing Crosby's Desert Ranch was about half
Half
down the road, half a mile down my road. And I once loved Vincent Price movies. The AMC Pacer was scary too. And Mark says we lived in the town they shot the Misfits and Honky Tonk Man in. The Wax Museum movie was creepy, Lacey says.
Yeah, Lacey, can you imagine a worse way to die? Being dipped in wax.
Yeah.
Hot wax, yeah. I won't go to a wax museum because you just don't know.
Oh my
Maybe
God.
it's true.
I've been to one in Nashville, I think it was.
Do you know as close as I live there, I've never been to Nashville?
All right.
Is it ready, John?
It's upside
There we
down.
go. Hey,
It's upside down. There you go.
fucking critic.
That's better.
Here, hold on a second. No, let me
Some
turn
of
this.
us can't
It's
look.
going to be easier
Some
to
of
turn
us
this.
can't see upside down. I mean, I can, but you know, some
It's going to be easier to turn this around.
well, that's what I was figuring you was going to do. But
That looks awesome.
you did it the other way. I like that. I like
That's
Yeah.
that.
phenomenal.
That's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is cool.
See, like I
That
said, I'm
is
just
really
hoping that it was matching off of that.
Well, you don't want it exact because you want it to be yours, but it's pretty close, color wise.
I agree.
Well, yeah, but it looks like a frog. It looks like that frog, right? That's what I was going
Yeah.
for. Was just the coloring on it.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Phenomenal. Yeah, that looks awesome.
All right, and I get to glue it up. I think I'm gonna cut out some other pieces on here. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Cut them out after. It's all glued up. Didn't all match together the way it's supposed to. Thanks, Diana D. Froggy went in court and guess he did.
That is so cool. His eyes kind of pop
See, I
out.
always used to read the book. I always used to read the books. Well, that's why I made them rounded too, right? Look how high those things are. Look how high those eyeballs are. Pop right out, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize they were 3D. Okay,
Oh,
that's how they
yeah.
pop out. That is a cool idea.
But you gotta look at it from this angle because of the stupid eye. I don't like the way it turned out. Sort of looking off in the sky.
He's looking. No, he's got an attitude. I'm
Mhm.
telling you. He's got a don't screw
You
with
got
me
an
attitude. Look at that face. Look at that sneer. Like, don't mess with my flies.
That's nothing. It's nothing. It's just what I do.
Oh, funniest thing I've
Just
seen
what
all
I
week,
do.
John. Funniest thing I've seen all week. Now,
What's that?
funniest thing I've seen all week. The neighbors have a son who's about 14. And we were at the fence, doing the neighborly thing, chit-chatting back and forth. And there was a mud turtle that was heading down towards the creek. And he went to pick it up, and his dad told him 3 times, don't pick that up. And he goes, oh, it won't bother me. And he picked it up, and he was holding it in front of his face. His dad's like, that neck is longer than you think it is. He said, you better back that thing up. Stuck his freaking finger and got bit. I thought his dad was going to piss himself. He said, son, I told you not to do that.
Oh my God.
He was screaming. He's like, get it off. Pry it. And he's like, no. He said, you wait till he lets me. He said, you're not going to hurt that thing. It wasn't
It could have been his finger right off. It could have been the finger right off, though.
Part of his fingernail and the very tip of his finger. And he's like, guess I'll have to take you and get stitches. And he said, and you can explain to the ER doctor how stupid you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, can't you just tell him what I did? And he goes, oh, no. He said, this is all yours. He said, when somebody stands there and tells you, don't do that. He said, this is a lesson. This is not a, here's my beer, watch me thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're not getting no more treats. Nope. And Joe ain't going to talk me into it. You had 2 big treats tonight. That's all. That's all doggies need. Need that many.
Yeah. Now go lay down.
Yeah,
So
Mark.
since that's finished, I guess I can start working on this one again.
I grew up near a railroad track for probably about 6 years. Getting in trouble because we was taking and laying pennies and nickels on the railroad track and letting the train run over because it was cool.
We did that a lot because Dad worked for
Okay, so
Amtrak. And we would go down where he sells
Since that
tickets.
frog,
And we'd go out there and lay usually pennies on the track. And once the train passes, we go out there and collect them.
see, I used to put quarters on the track, but I would tape them down to the track so I knew where approximately where they were.
Mm-hmm.
We just sit there and wait for the train to go by. Because basically back then, I don't know about now. Back then, you could almost set your watch by the trains. They're coal trains as well as passenger trains. You knew when they was going to run. So we all just laid them out and we just sit and find something to do until we were told to stop playing near the railroad tracks.
Yeah, because
So
our
since
dad
that
worked
frog is
for
done, I'll have to finish this one up and get this one sent off too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they had a yellow line that, people weren't supposed to cross, but Dad worked down there. We were very careful. And we crossed all the time, go look in the rocks for stuff and whatnot.
Are you going to do the grass on that, green on that, John?
It's gonna be green and browns because they're bulrushes, right? They're bulrushes
Oh, okay.
or cattails.
All right. That's
Right,
better.
and then
I
I'll,
know what a
I'm
cattail is.
gonna-
I'm sitting going, what's a
I'm gonna-
brush? Bulrush.
A bulrush.
Never heard it called
Nature's
bulrush.
hot dogs.
I did, but I was trying to
Nature's
picture
hot
it.
dogs.
We
Have
call
you ever
them
watched a video about Nature's hot dogs? Have you ever watched a video
No,
about
but they are
Nature's hot
edible.
dogs? You gotta look at.
if you get them
Yeah,
young enough.
but if you get them young enough, they are. But you're not supposed to eat them when they go into seed. That like
Yeah,
when
because
they're brown,
and they
you
poof out in your
don't bite
mouth.
into them. But there's a lot of
I know this
there's a
because
lot of
my mother
millennial videos.
played one when we were kids.
There's a lot of millennial videos where they go, "Oh, look at these natural hot dogs." They pull one off and eat it, and they can't breathe because they're stupid. Spitting
Yeah,
seeds out.
I know.
Spitting
I got
seeds
in a
out,
lot of
right?
trouble over that. He could have suffocated, and I was like, well, it was a hope.
What is it? I never heard of it.
Yeah, we would just go.
Cattail?
We picked cattails, and
Yeah,
they looked like hot dogs. And I told him, I said, "Ooh, look, hot dog on a stick," and he bit into it.
I get it now. Okay. I never heard him called the other name. I know cattail.
I've never heard him called bulrush. I've read about bulrushes like in stories and stuff, but I could never picture them. And yes, John, when I did that, they didn't have Google back then, and we didn't have.
Oh, look! If you look up bulrush, oh look, there's cattails. Cattails come right up. You say bulrush.
Yeah, but we didn't have Google when I was a kid.
Neither
No.
did I, but I knew it. I knew the difference between.
Well, yeah,
I went to the library.
Both names down here.
You had
I went
encyclopedia.
to the library.
And you had encyclopedia.
Why are they called bulrushes? Popular name for a tall rush-like plant grows in or near water.
Mhm.
Biblical use in Egyptian papyrus from rush.
Where's the
The
bull come from?
signification of bull is doubtful. Well, it's B-U-L.
Okay. So, all right.
It's B-U-L-R-U-S-H, not B-U-L-L.
Yeah, we have a lot of cattails growing in our ditches, Diana D.
Okay, Mark says, "Hey,
So the
John,
shoots
I
can be eaten as a vegetable.
Go ahead.
Oh, the strawberry milk one? Vegan milk? Yes, I saw that vegan strawberry milk one like earlier today too, but I seen it a couple months ago as well.
It was strawberry quick in a carton.
Diana D says,
So bulrushes.
Ditches by Blackhawk.
Okay, what?
So bulrushes, the cattail that grow in ditches by Blackhawk.
Oh, okay. I remember
Yeah, they're
them
called
from a
cattails.
kid.
Cattail.
I remember them when I was a kid going fishing all the time.
Yeah.
Because that's what I did with me and
So
Dad
the
go
bulrush.
fishing.
So the bulrush plant itself, the shoots can be eaten as a vegetable. The roots can be ground to a flour. The leaves can be used to make paper. The stems can be used to make fibers, which, depending on the treatment, can be used for building materials or textiles.
And they
So
used to
it's
use
a
them to make
natural
instruments.
fiber,
Yeah, they used to pound them
a
and
natural
make
wool fiber.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's a vegan fiber. Vegan fiber.
They also make really good dry flower arrangements.
Mm-hmm.
But
My mom-
they only they last longest. They last longest if you cut them on a diagonal and put them in glycerin. Let the glycerin suck into it. Otherwise, they'll explode on your freaking tabletop.
Or you can coat them with a clear coat.
But if you cut them and let them suck the glycerin up, it'll preserve them as well.
Never heard about the glycerin, but I'm willing to try it. I wonder if that'll work for other
Yeah,
flowers.
I did that. It should. It should actually. So like it's like when you dye when you make blue carnations and blue roses and black roses, you can stick them in the black dye until it comes the capillary effect goes up the stems and turns the petals black, right? So the thing is, you do the same thing with glycerin. Let it go up and it'll preserve it.
Oh, the coolest
in
thing.
its natural
the
state.
absolute thing is to get some of the what's that cake company called? The woman's name. Anyway, you can get the paste dyes rather than like the liquid food dyes, and mix the black and put daffodils in it. Black daffodils are amazing looking. I used to do all those little experiments with the kids. No, not Betty Crocker. She's a. I know Jess would know who I'm talking about. Oh crap! They sell it at Walmart now.
Okay. So you need 1 part glycerin to 2 parts of warm water. Cut the stems of the flowers at an angle. Place them in the glycerin solution. The flowers will gradually absorb the glycerin, which will replace the water and preserve them. Professionals often add dye to the flowers to keep their natural color, but they can be used. It's a common method for achieving a pliable and long-lasting preserved floral display. So, the one on this one here is natural and cracking and dying off. This one's been in glycerin, and it stays pliable. It won't
Wilton.
dry out.
I'm sorry, not a woman. It's a name. It's Wilton dyes. Wilton cake dyes.
Yeah, Wilton.
Exactly.
You can use RIT too.
It's just a vegan dye.
Hey, Chris Nealon.
Hey, Chris Nealon.
Hey, Chris. How's it going, buddy?
Night, Larry.
Night,
Did you know
Larry.
that you can also sugarcoat? You can also, like, if you do a simple syrup, just dip your flowers in that as well. It'll preserve
Oh, I do
them.
that with violets and then dip them in
Don't
white sugar
crack 'em.
and they're edible. They're really pretty on cakes. You could also do it
RIT
with
is
roses.
not all that good.
I can't eat roses, so
Oh, we lost Jessica. I mean, you can't eat roses. You can eat roses.
no, I can't. I'm allergic to roses. I said I can't. Yes, they are edible, but I personally can't eat them. I'd rather not die.
You dip them in syrup?
In simple syrup, and then you dip them in just like really fine white sugar, and it crystallizes on it, and they use them for cake decorations.
Mm.
The teddy bear flowers. Pansies are also edible. The petals on them. So is passion flowers. Passion flower jelly is amazing.
Oh, I seen candied dandelion recipe yesterday.
Yes. Every part of the dandelion plant is edible. This is what I think they should give lessons in like homeless shelters to show these people there's food all around them, especially here in West Virginia, and they just don't know it. There's so many, and there's pokeweed, which it's a green. You go out and pick them and you cook them like greens. Dandelions. Plantains is edible. Plantains is also medicinal, and so is dandelions.
And Mark says we used to pick
Diana D
roses
said,
from the neighbor's rose who made jelly out of them. Lacey
Yep.
says the turtles loved
Yep.
roses. And Mark says violets and
rosehip jelly, rosehip tea,
Nasturtium.
okay.
Mysterium.
Edible. And Lacey said they love hibiscus and dandelions too.
Okay, night, Diana D.
And Diana
Yeah.
D. My daughter's home, so I can get one huge dog out of my bed and get comfortable. All right, Diana. Good night. Take care. Have fun.
Good night.
He did not sleep with me last night because he was pouting because I punished him.
Well, behave.
So I didn't have to kick to have a place for my feet. Oh, Lacey. I used to love to pull the stems out of honeysuckle and eat them when I was a kid when I was hungry. Dandelion wine is good if you find somebody who knows how to make it right. And hibiscus, yes, hibiscus jelly is also good. My brother-in-law
Okay,
makes
so some flowers
ahead.
that are not edible are they're daffodils, foxglove, oleander, lily of the valley, rhododendron, hydrangea, larkspur, and wisteria. They might look nice, but do not eat them.
Really? They're all
Yes.
poisonous.
They are toxic.
I was shocked to find out that hostas are edible. You can dig up the hosta bulbs and eat them. See, and they grow wild around here. There's so much food for people to be able to eat if they just knew where it was. Yeah, foxglove is that is what they make nitroglycerin pills out of, or used to. They probably use chemicals now.
What's that? There's a garden in England. Let me look the name of it up before I say this.
It's got all poisonous plants in it.
Yeah.
Greg, not all your homeless people are addicts. I've met a lot that are not addicts. They just don't. They just choose to live that way.
So the
Or
Alnwick
down-
Garden. The Alnwick Garden, filled exclusively with 100 toxic, intoxicating, and narcotic plants. The boundaries of the poison garden are kept behind black iron gates, only open on guided tours.
Yep.
Yeah, 100 of the most
Look,
deadly
find
flowers.
if they catch you picking anything in there as well.
Mark Digitalis is the med made from Foxglove.
Yeah.
And hostas are
Hostas.
quite tasty.
Hostas.
Castor beans are toxic.
The reason I looked up hostas and found out hostas were edible is because the freaking deers come in my yard and ate all of mine, all the way down to the dirt. And I was like, won't that make them sick? So I looked it up and I'm like, oh, we can even eat these. Yes, castor beans are toxic.
But like the flowers look really pretty though, but they're deadly.
Hey, Beth. There's
Oh,
Beth.
One
Yeah, and
One
Beth
that I
says
didn't know.
Good. I've been homeless 3 times and I wasn't hopped up on anything. It's true. Sometimes
that-
people are down and out on their
What is
luck.
that, John? I know what it is, but I can't think of the name of it. I can't read it.
We call it Queen Anne lace up here.
Yes, that's what we call it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's I
apparently
knew
it's
what it was. I
poisonous.
couldn't think of the name.
Freaking grows everywhere. Same with milkweed as well.
Milkweed grows here all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lacey said, I didn't know any homeless people jacked up on meth. I knew one that was a drunk. He got an apartment and he's still a drunk.
Yeah.
Mark says the hostas or whatever are popular in Appalachian mountain communities. It was a huge crowd.
Judd. It's Appalachian.
Whatever.
Appalachian.
No, it's Appalachian.
Appalachian.
I don't care what the dictionary says. It's Appalachian.
Appalachian.
Depending on where you go in West Virginia and ask that question. Because if you go down in southern West Virginia, they'll say Appalachian. You go into the northern part of West Virginia and it's Appalachian.
Apparently tobacco
Is edible.
is poisonous.
No, it's edible.
Poisonous.
No, you have to
Despite
treat
its
it.
designation as a cardiac poison, nicotine from tobacco is widely consumed around the world, and both psychoactive and addictive tobacco cause more than 5 million deaths per year, making it perhaps the most deadly plant in the world.
There is a way to treat it and make it edible to take the toxins out. There's a process it can go through.
If there's a New Zealand, where's Old Zealand?
Yeah. Lacey says, Beth, I've been homeless twice. Stereotype needs to stop. Went through show homeless on the, I guess when maybe they show homeless on the news. They show the worst to make everyone think all homeless people are like that.
I agree, Lacey.
Yeah, I
I've
agree.
met a lot of really nice homeless people.
Yeah.
And you know which ones are truly homeless and the ones that's just grifting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. When I drive down the street here and I see them just standing all zombie-like, just in one spot for hours, because I'll see them in the same spot, driving up and down between jobs.
Yeah,
You know,
we had a guy like that stood there like a zombie for hours on end with a sign that said "starving, need money," and then walked down the block and got in his freaking Lincoln Continental and drove to his $300,000 house.
Yep.
There are, yeah, people like that make me so mad. Yeah, I'm the same way, Mark. If you have to, unless you're starving and it's your only option. You know, if you're starving, you're going to eat a lot of things. Your shoes. My dad said back during the Dust Bowl when he was traveling across the country looking for work, he stopped at this farm and they said, we don't have much, but we'll share what we got. When he got there, he was petting their dog, and when he left, they didn't have a dog, but they had meat for dinner.
Oh,
He
no.
for like 3 days when he realized he ate dog. He said, but it did fill your belly up.
Yeah, if you're starving,
You'd eat your own dog.
you'd have to be pretty damn desperate. I'd never eat my pet.
So, Annie, how close are you to the Appalachians?
About 3 hours from the actual mountains. They run all the way through the state.
Okay, how close are you to the Smoky Mountains?
Oh, the Smoky Mountains are in Tennessee, so I'd have to leave the state.
Okay.
Mark says like sushi. I've never been so hungry I couldn't wait for the fish to be cooked. And Greg
Isn't
says
like the Appalachian Trail supposed to be one of everybody's bucket lists?
Greg says crock soup, yum. And Beth says the city I was homeless in wouldn't let us sit. Don't already be arrested for vagrancy. Not having energy to move wasn't a consideration. And people, I mean, some people just aren't understanding.
Yeah.
I get it. There's a lot of drug addicts that are homeless, alcoholics, but there's others too.
Wow.
Excuse me.
There's a woman here in town that's homeless
So, yeah.
because they lost their house in a fire, had no insurance, and I gave them all blankets and some clothes that we had of mom's. And every so often we order a pizza and take it to them. You know, I can't do it often, but I help when I can. They're
Exactly.
trying.
Joe, they took 75 pounds of fluid off of him.
Who?
My brother.
Oh, yes.
She did get him to the hospital.
Holy shit, 75 pounds?
Yeah, she said he had no fingers or toes. He's so swollen.
And how's he doing now?
No, they did it when my brother's COPD got really bad and his congestive heart failure. He did the same. He swelled up like that.
And how's he doing now?
That's all she told me. She's going to have him transferred to that other hospital closer to her. You know, with the guilt added of, I'm only one he has.
Oh my God, that is so much fluid, though.
Well, at least he's off the street and he's in the hospital. Speaking of
The
homeless.
Appalachian Trail goes through 13 states.
Yes. When I was younger, it was my
2,200 miles long.
Appalachian Trail. And then I got old and had to get a job.
Well, you can do certain parts of it though. But have you ever thought about walking the Trans Canada Trail?
No.
And Greg says that blue thing looks a bit sexual, Jessica. What?
Greg, where is your mind tonight?
I mean, really. Beth says I met many that were only in the streets because of circumstances beyond their control. I was one of them. And Lacey said there were drug dealers.
So the Appalachian Trail.
Go ahead, John.
When I got there and called the tip line, they brought what they call
No,
the garden.
Go ahead. Finish
there. It has cameras in it. Okay, I'm done. Sorry, I was just reading the chats.
Okay, so the Appalachian Trail, 2,200 miles long, goes through 13 states. The Trans Canada Trail is 17,000 miles long and
And it's cold.
hits every province and territory in Canada.
And it's cold.
Oh, hell to the no.
How would you like to walk that? 17,000 miles.
Can I use a four
It's like going
wheeler,
in the
please?
summertime.
Hey, Lulu.
Can you use
People
a
bike it.
four wheeler? Can you use a four
How long
wheeler?
does it take? Oh,
That's why they
apparently
have
it
golf.
takes 2 years, 2 months, 2 years, 2 months, and 1 week. You
That's
can
if
walk
you're
it in 2 years
walking.
and 2 months and 1 week. There you
If
go.
I'm going four wheeler, I can cut that time down
You can't take
significantly.
4-wheelers on the highway though.
Anyway, get
Oh.
your damn pacing. You ain't the boss of me.
So it says if you were to hike 30 kilometers a day or 19 miles, it would take you 26 months to complete.
Jeez.
And if you would actually cross the U.S. Basically, it would be the same as crossing the U.S. 5 times.
Wow. Mark says,
Yeah.
look
Hey,
at
Lulu.
the
How you doing?
Pacific Trail, John. It runs from the Mexican border to the Canadian border. And Lacey says, best same with me. Greg says, well, my head is usually up my ass, Annie. And Chris K says, actually, Lacey, good for you. I must have missed something.
I asked Greg where his head was.
No, I mean with Lacey. She said, best same with me. I don't know. I'm just reading
Talk
Lacey.
about being homeless.
Yeah.
Pacific Coast Trail, 2,600 miles. Generally takes the entire snow-free season to walk. It's about 5 months. Elite athletes who are experienced on the PCT have finished the trail in as little as 2 months. Few who have achieved sub 100-day hikes achieve well over 30 miles a day. Yeah, see. PCT.
Maybe in my younger years. I could not do it now. Well, I am going to get off here and go and take my
See, but I
medicine.
know.
Okay, Annie. You have a good night.
I know
Unless
there's also the Sea to Sky Highway along the coast of BC as well, which is supposed to be a really nice scenic highway to take. All right, Annie, take care. I'll see you later.
Happy Hats tomorrow. What time? Or give me an about. Evening or day?
I usually confirm with Jessica. I usually confirm with Jessica. I know Jessica is doing yarn shopping tomorrow, but I'm sure she'll be doing it with it as well. So I'm thinking maybe noon.
Your time?
Noon Central. Noon
Okay.
Central.
Okay.
You know, I'm just putting down Mountain Time to screw everybody up. I just throw Mountain Time just to screw you guys up. You guys know it's the same freaking time all the time. I'm noon Central.
Okay.
2
Lacey
East.
said 1. It's 1 year time.
Time change.
When? This weekend? No, it already happened.
Central. I thought I was an hour from Mountain, 2 hours from Central.
No, you're
No.
2. You're 2.
When we did
2 hours from
bingo,
Mountain, 1 hour from
when we
Central.
did bingo, Annie, it's 10 o'clock my time, 11 yours.
Yes,
Then when
it
it's at 1 o'clock my time, it's 2 o'clock yours. So you were an hour ahead of Central.
I'm thinking Mountain.
Be here at 1 tomorrow, Annie.
Fine.
Lacey says,
How
I
far
have
am I
to
from?
use an electric wheelchair for distance, and there were times I needed to get somewhere, and they got a flatbed tow truck at the city's expense to take me where I was going. Beth says I wasn't doing anything wrong either, but the cops were always there to tell me to move along or be arrested. And Mark says, how far are you from Saskatchewan, John?
Saskatoon.
No, Saskatoon. Saskatoon. Saskatoon is a 9-hour drive for me. So basically, if I drive southeast 9 hours, I'll be in Saskatoon. If I drive straight south, I'll be in Calgary. Takes the same amount of time to go from here to Calgary, 8.5 hours, 8 3/4, as it does from here to Saskatoon. Depends on how you could drive, right? I'll show you a map. Grand Prairie, Saskatoon, 9-hour drive. 9 hour, 25 minutes, 9.5 hour drive.
Greg says about as far as I am from it, Mark. And Lacey says, Beth, some of them told me that too, but most of them were helping me in some way.
See, and then from me to Greg, because I know my son's actually coming out this year to see me sometime. Me to Greg is a 17-hour drive. 17.5 hour drive.
Why?
What? I can do that in a day. I just drive.
Oh, see, I don't like driving. Puts me to sleep. I'd barely make it 3 hours to bed.
See, so if I was to go to Anchorage, it's a 30-hour drive.
Beth says you're almost in Alaska.
Yeah, it's a 30-hour drive. See, now I was in Destruction Bay in the Yukon Territories doing signs one time, and it's Destruction Bay is like 45 minutes from the border.
Mm.
So I was doing signs in Destruction Bay right there, and there's the Alaska border right there. It's like 45-minute drive from Destruction Bay to Alaska border. So that's how close I was to Alaska.
Mark says, you know how it is. All Canadians know each other. And Lacey says,
Yeah,
one
but
got
I'm
me
sure.
a red coat and clothes at Goodwill. And Mark says, much like the Brits, they all know the king. Mark's
So,
crazy.
little known fact. I know I've discussed this before in my family history. Genealogy, I'm 26 removed. I'm the 26th generation from King Charles. Just saying.
Mark's very talkative tonight. I've never seen him talk this much. Beth says I only got as close as Powell River or Vancouver.
Well, which was it, Powell River or Vancouver? I've been coast to coast 3 times. I've driven coast to coast 3 times.
I was at the Canadian, pretty much right there at the Canadian border, Michigan. Enough where I could see the water. Oh my God, I love that water. It was so pretty.
Well, it's like when you go down Niagara Falls, the Niagara Peninsula. You can actually stand. It's weird because like you're driving down towards Niagara Falls, and the border crossing is there where all the trucks and all the cars are all lined up to cross the border to go to Buffalo, and you just go around the corner. There's like a big hairpin curve there in the parking lot on the end. You get out of your car there, and you can look across, and like the U.S. is like maybe not even a mile across. Just climb down the hill, cross the river, and climb up the hill. Then you're in the U.S. It's right there.
Yeah, I've never crossed over, but it was really cool. You know, we were just out and about. Me and Zach one day. We didn't have passports or anything, so we couldn't cross over. But we saw that. I guess it was a lake. I don't know. It was really pretty, crystal clear. It looked like it. It was nothing like the lakes we have here. Or it was like mud, dark green.
That's funny. That's funny, Mark. So I'm not sure what my place in line is, but I know I'm 27th generation. I could do the math, but I don't know how many people I gotta get rid of before me.
Here comes the power of the Prince of Burger King. Oh my
No matter
God.
how gentle I am, this damn thing still cracks.
Chris K says, I've driven coast to coast twice. Beth grew up near Niagara Falls.
I grew up near Niagara Falls and never been there. Well, see, the problem is, and like, okay, don't take this the wrong way, but Americans will never see them at Niagara Falls unless they come into Canada. They'll only see Horseshoe Falls.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because of all the erosion. Because I actually I was in Niagara Falls back in the 80s, and now at 2020, I was in Niagara Falls last time I was there. It's eroded back like 5 miles already, in
Oh,
like 30
wow.
years.
I'm gonna.
But when you go to Niagara Falls, when you go to Niagara Falls, yeah, the American side is actually Horseshoe Falls, and you can't see around to Niagara Falls. You actually have to go across the bridge to Niagara Falls to see the actual Niagara Falls.
Is it still pretty on the American side?
Oh yeah, yeah. You still go on the Maid of the Mist and
Would it be like worth the trip to go?
it would be actually. It really is. So in Niagara Falls on the Canada side, like you got like Ripley's Museum, Believe It or Not museums, like all like like it's a big tourist trap basically though, but it's a nice place to visit if you want to go there.
Okay.
It's expensive though. Like if you go up beside the mountain on the Gondola Hill, you can see all the Niagara Falls and Horseshoe Falls all at the same time. Go on the Maid of the Mist, right up to the falls. There's caverns and walkways you can walk underneath. But you got to pay for that as well. You can walk underneath, and it shows you all history as you're walking through there. It's pretty cool.
Well, and I'd like to take Zach there sometime, and then SeaWorld.
Well, you need to go east and hook up with your cousins William and Megan. Megan is not a cousin. How much longer is it across Canada? Okay, so last I knew, if you were to cut out the United States, not including Alaska and Hawaii and Puerto Rico and all them other ones, if you were just cut out like lower 48, you can actually place it 3 times in Canada. Canada's like literally 3 times larger than the U.S. But our population, like we just reached 40 million, like last July, I think it was. Like Canada's population just reached 40 million. That's because of all the immigrants and refugees coming over. Like, not really. 40 million is only like New York.
Mm-hmm.
Like our entire country's population is the entire population of one state down there. Like it's sad. Yes, Mark. But when Meghan Markle and Prince William were disavowed by the royal family, they're no longer allowed back in. But to travel across Canada, like I went from Nova Scotia. Through Quebec, into Ontario, down to Windsor to visit my aunt and uncles, up through Sault Ste. Marie. I stayed out of the state of the U.S. Went all the way up to Sault Ste. Marie, and then across to Winnipeg, and then Edmonton in like 3 days, and then to go from Edmonton to Vancouver is a day. So you can travel. You could literally travel, like drive across Canada in like 5 days, comfortably.
Where did I leave off at? I have no idea. Beth says I don't stalk them, I just pay attention. Mark says by comparison, there are just over 4 million people in Oregon. Greg says we imported the last 10 million. Chris K says no coast to coast. Jen Reeves, hi. And William, not Harry, not William. Mark says whoever, LOL, Megan's old man. There, nailed it.
Megan's old man. There, nailed it.
Jen says you caught me smirking again, or snirking again.
And why is King Oh, why is Charles king? Charles is king because his mom died.
Mm-hmm.
He was the next in succession.
Because the queen passed away.
So Queen Elizabeth II is King Charles's mom. She's pretty much the longest standing monarchy there ever was in history of the world. Basically, you can actually technically drive 72 hours from coast to coast in Canada, nonstop if you wanted to. It's pretty stupid to do that though, but you can do it. It takes about 4 days. Like you can do comfortably. You can go 5 days across the entire country of Canada.
No, I wouldn't be comfortable. Did you take a train across? That's what I do.
Well, okay, so train. I know there's a train in Edmonton. Via goes from Edmonton to Toronto. Via rail across Canada. I don't think it goes all the way across though.
Mm. Well, it could take me as far as I could get, and then I could rent a car.
But you're looking at $2,500. You're looking at $4,500 a person.
Oh shit! And it's not Amtrak, is it?
That's from Toronto, and that's Via, and that's only from Vancouver to Toronto. That only gets you like 3/4 of the way across because it doesn't go past Toronto.
You guys have Amtrak there?
No, we have Via.
Oh, that's too bad because I get.
And actually, so up here in northern Alberta, they pulled out most of the CN tracks pretty much north of. So 45 minutes north is the Spirit River. They pulled out all the tracks from there into BC and everywhere up north past us.
Mm.
All all the railway crossings. They pulled it. They pulled out all the railway tracks at all the crossings, but the tracks are still in place. But they pulled out all the crossings.
Oh. That's too bad they don't.
It is a pretty cool trip.
I ride free.
It is a pretty cool trip, and
I love
you
trains.
could do it in like 2 weeks. Like you could do it 2 weeks one way. Would be a nice, comfortable drive. Stopping at world's largest whatever places along the way. Stopping, getting pictures, little going through museums and stuff like that. You could do it like that. What's that?
Do the tourist things.
Yeah, like do the tourist thing, but limit your times. Like you don't want to spend like a full day at any one place.
Right, a couple hours if you have to relax and stretch.
Well, like
That sounds like
a train up here is so expensive. Like the Rocky Mountaineer, in British Columbia is the elite train.
Yeah, we said 45
right.
hours, just half. It's only half of the trip. I don't know.
So the Rocky Mountaineer, but the Rocky Mountaineer's got some really cool. They got a really cool viewing cars, like open glass cars.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, open glass cars, sleeping cars, everything else. But the thing is that their trips are freaking expensive. So they operate between BC, Alberta, Colorado, and Utah. So let's say you want to go from somewhere down the States, for example, right? No, Vancouver to Banff. So Vancouver to Banff is 5 nights, $3,000, $3,000 per person.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mike says my stepson took the Sunset Limited from Jacksonville, Florida to Los Angeles, California. He said it was an awesome trip. He's glad he did it. Greg says you can ride the rails to Churchill again. Beth says Charles was always the next in line. Greg says, and get eaten by a polar bear. And Mark says that would be fantastic. Did he get eaten by a polar bear?
Well, if you go to Alaska, actually in Thompson, Manitoba. Thompson, Manitoba is the polar bear capital of the world.
And Mark says, wear a bikini, John. Bear would be saying, oh, good. This one doesn't have a wrapper.
So I know the polar bear, polar bear population in Thompson. So between Churchill, Thompson, Manitoba is not permanent location for polar bears. Blah blah blah. It's known as the polar bear capital of the world in Churchill, Manitoba, which is way north of Greg. It doesn't even say how many are up there.
Greg says
Canada's home to about 16,000. Yeah, Churchill. So it says there's 16,000 polar bears in Canada, but they're rare to find. Most of them are in zoos, honestly.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I've seen them. That's in your own zoos, and they're really cool to watch in the water and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
polar bears
yeah.
are unique and majestic animals. At 10 feet tall, that's when they're standing. 10 feet tall, weighing roughly 580. No, sorry, 10 feet tall, standing up, weighing roughly 580 kilograms, 1,300 pounds. They're truly a sight to behold. There's only one human settlement in the world where polar bears can be observed in the wild, and that's Churchill, Manitoba. And I know in Churchill they'll actually walk through town, and when you don't want to be outside when they're walking through town, because there's a little poem, like you know how you grow up. There's little poems, like little poems, you remember stuff like that, like when you're a kid growing up, like Roy G. Biv, like for the rainbow, right? Red, orange, green, yellow, blue, indigo, violet. So the thing is that for bears. What I'm trying to remember how it goes now. Okay, if you see brown, lay down. If you see black, fight back. If you see white, say goodnight.
Oh, wow. Mark says, fun
Yeah.
fact, Arctic means land of the bear.
Arctic. That's another thing too, Mark, is that most Americans don't spell Arctic with a C in it, with the second C, with the first C rather. It's not the Arctic, it's the Arctic. Welcome to John's Information Night. What else you guys want to talk about? But like honestly, living in as many places I have in like with my parents being in the military, honestly, friendliest province to live in is Nova Scotia. I'd have to say. Everybody says, "Hey, how's it going? Hey, how you doing today?" How, everybody looks everybody in the eye. But to go from Nova Scotia to Toronto, everybody in Toronto in the big city, nobody looks everybody in the eye. You always look down, always look at the ground. Nobody says hi to anybody there. They're afraid of getting stabbed or whatever.
Yeah. Lacey says, I do. It's Arctic and Antarctic.
I do. Me too.
And Mark says it's supposed to be Arctic.
Arctic and Antarctica.
Antarctica.
But like honestly, like we used to drive, like just get in the car and drive. Like I know there's one weekend, just got in the car Friday night, started driving. Like back when I had a moon roof in my my Nitro, looking up the stars, looking at the northern lights, just driving. Ended up in Turtleford, Saskatchewan. And since we were there, we're like, you know what? Let's just go to Priestville because we knew a friend that was in Priestville. We went to Priestville, and then on the way back, we stopped at, and got all the pictures of, the world's largest tortoise, the world's largest turtle, Wolf Lake. Stopped at, the world's largest Mundare sausage, in Vegreville or Mundare, and then the world's largest cream Easter egg in Vegreville. The world's largest fork UFO landing site in St. Paul, Alberta. Enterprise, Vulcan, Alberta. There's a UFO landing site there too. They got a replica of the Enterprise in Vulcan. St. Paul, I think, is the world's largest mallard ducks. We got the world's largest sundial. You go to Wawa, Ontario. They got the world's largest Canada goose. Biggest Canada nickels in Sudbury, Ontario, the nickel mine.
Well, they have a town here, not too far from where I grew up, that's got a lot of the big ones, like a huge rocking chair outside. You know, like the big
Yeah, yeah.
male.
You ever sat in it though?
No, but people
You ever
can,
climbed
but
up
you
and sat in it?
you need a ladder to get up to it.
Yeah.
And it's like, "No, thank you, I'm not going on a ladder." Nope.
So Lacey says her uncle was stationed in Antarctica when he was in the army, but he doesn't talk about it. Oh yeah, because it's all hush hush Nazi military bases down there.
Yeah. You know, but I took Zach back in 18, the year Mom passed away. We went that summer before.
World's largest ball of string. Wasn't that on European or on American Vacation? On their way to Wally World.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, I just thought like if gas wasn't so expensive now, just up and drive, just drive everywhere. Doesn't matter. But now you need a passport to get anywhere. They to go down the states. Back when you didn't need passports, man, it was awesome. Just cross the border anytime you wanted to.
Yeah, we had a good time that day. It was just a day thing. Because when you went to like the tourist place or whatever, they had a map of where to go to see all the big things they had. Like I don't know, they call it the world's biggest, but I don't know if it is. But like the bird cage, crochet hook, and knitting needles. I mean, they just had all kinds of stuff all over the town. And they were making a baseball bat when we were there because I could see it in this big garage. And then it looked like a baseball as well. So I haven't been there since 18, so I don't know what they have now, what new stuff. It's just big stuff, you know, it's kind of neat to go see. You can go up into the mailbox. And you can go into the bird cage. They had this huge thing of wind chimes.
Yeah.
It was neat. Chris K's probably heard
Okay,
about it.
Canada's biggest roadside attractions. So you got the Big Nickel. Here, let me get this big for you. You got the Big Nickel in Sudbury at the nickel mine. World's largest loonie in Echo Bay, Ontario, which is a dollar coin.
Oh. Hi, Lulu.
Larger than life lawnmower, a push mower, by the way. Okay. World's largest dinosaur, which they're actually going to be pulling it down because it's so old now. I think it was. I think it's almost 50 years old. They're actually going to be pulling it down this year. World's largest hockey stick at the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Wow. Greg says the Canadian band wrote a song
Big
about Wawa, Ontario called "Tits Up on the Pavement." Okay.
On the pavement.
And Lacey says we went out west one summer and had to stop in the desert due to road work. My dad and brother got out and walked around in the desert. My brother found an old gun from the 1800s, but the revolver was gone. And Greg said, "No bar."
Cool. The Big Apple in Colborne. That's actually where my brother lives, and they got like the ultimate decadent freaking apple pies there.
And is that like a little bridge you can go in?
No, it's huge. Like it's probably 30 feet tall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you can go inside of it.
it looked like there was a little bridge or
Uh,
something going through.
no, there's a cover going up to it, so you can actually walk inside of it. And
Yeah, that'd be
there's a
cool.
staircase up top to go to the stem up top.
Oh wow.
World's largest Canada goose in Wawa.
Oh no.
World's largest giant beaver. That's in Beaver Lodge. That's like half an hour down the road.
I think you showed
So
pictures of it
Beaver Lodge
whenever
used to be
you
yeah.
I think you showed that.
Yeah.
You're like,
So you've been so I was on StreamYard with you and Jessica one day when I was driving back, right? And I showed you the big beaver,
yeah.
the giant beaver.
Oh yeah.
And I think he had a scarf. I think he had a scarf on him too, didn't he, at the time?
He did. He had a scarf. It was cold weather.
Yep. And so Beaver Lodge. So Beaver Lodge used to be part of the DEW line, which is the Defense Early Warning Line for the for radar systems. So there was a DEW line and the Pine Line. It used to be a U.S. military base, a U.S. Air Force base rather, up on Saskatoon Mountain.
Yeah. Lacey said they were in the Mojave Desert. Mark says that it was probably evidence, Lacey. And he says we're about 90 minutes from the giant road. And Greg says Selkirk has chucked the channel cat for the catfish capital of the world. And Mark says, fried catfish.
World's largest axe. Like Canada's just known for stupid stuff. World's largest moose. Mac the Moose in Moose Jaw.
I never saw stuff like that. That'd be cool to see, though.
World's largest fiddle. I've seen most of these. World's largest painting on an easel. Altona. Greg's probably been there. Giant squid in Newfoundland. Massive mailbox. Oh, we also got Winnie the Pooh. Well, Winnie the Pooh's Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh playground, where Winnie the Pooh was born. There you go. Winnie the Pooh statue in Assiniboine in Winnipeg, where Winnie the Pooh was born.
That's so cool. I love Winnie the Pooh.
We got lots of cool stuff in Canada.
I got a
like if I was to go 3 hours. Well, like so in Beaver Lodge, like 45 minutes down the road, Beaver Lodge to the top of Saskatoon Mountain, you can actually see the Rocky Mountains with snow caps. The snow is on them year round, and you can see them from Saskatoon Mountain, which is 45 minutes away from me.
Oh wow! Mark says revolver by the
Which
side
is
of
pretty
the
cool.
road usually equals evidence or murder weapon. That's right.
Exactly.
Someone tossed it out the car.
But I would love to just get an RV and take a road trip, and it'd be awesome to go anywhere.
That'd be nice.
TDR says, "Oh, that drizzle makes those berries look so amazing, Jessica."
Well, thank you, TDR. Thank you.
The blue ones need glitter on them.
They look like they have glitter on them. Are they
I don't know.
iridescent or what?
I'm not a
Yes,
phone.
they are glittered.
Okay, what do you expect from me? I'm on a phone.
You're glitter. That's why I made her big.
Hold on. I will be right there to show you what I'm doing over here.
I can make it even bigger.
No.
Yeah,
Thanks, TDR.
I see that now.
Just a second, I'll be right there.
Do you like my frog? Do you? Oh, see, so I got it done now. I don't know if you saw it yet. It's done now.
I like that. That's really cool. And Mark says Jessica's camera has been pointing to those for a while.
Who's the artist? What artist? What are you talking about? What artist? No artist here, just regular craftsman. Craftsman.
I'm just me.
I dig it.
And Greg says, is that a three-toed tree frog? Tree toad.
Yes, it is.
Three-toed
Yes, it
tree
is
toad.
actually. Three-toed frog.
Lacey says the frog looks cool, John. Apparently it's a toad. Not a frog, it's a toad. Know the difference.
The tree frog. It's like turtle and tortoise. Come on, people. This is an educational show. You guys gotta know these things. There will be a test on it later on.
Oh, did we forget everyone to take notes?
I'm gonna put marks in the video for all the important stuff that went on.
Oh, there you go.
That's a bad camera angle, Jessica. There you go.
Okay, Mark says, okay, tell me the difference between a frog and a toad.
Okay, Mark, honestly, the difference between a frog and a toad is the same as a turtle and a tortoise. Land and water. Dry and wet.
One drowns, one doesn't.
No. Well, for tortoises and toads, for tortoises and turtles, yes.
That's what you told me.
That's right, Jojo.
Slimy and dry.
And one breathes out of their own. You can't put them in water because they drown.
And toads you can lick and get high off of them.
I'm gonna go get me a toad and sit here and lick it and get high.
You also get warts. You get warts from toads, but you don't get warts from frogs.
You want me to lick a toad, but I get warts on my tongue.
You're licking it wrong. Flip it over.
Wow.
So Mark says, so tree frogs.
If there's only two, they're not warts. Need to change their names to tree toads. Yeah.
Somebody says the tree frogs need to have their names changed to tree toads. Oh my God, Greg. Is a frog's arse watertight?
Watertight. Yes, it is.
And
What was the
Lacey
question?
said,
But a tortoise is not, because when a tortoise drinks water, it'll bury its head in the water and it'll breathe through his butthole.
now, does it always breathe through its ass or just whenever its head's buried?
No, it has a nose.
Wow.
It has a nose.
I'm just wondering.
It has a nose, and
Wow.
it'll breathe through it. It'll breathe. My tortoises will breathe through their nose and their mouth, but when they're buried in the water, they'll breathe through their butt.
I just wondered because if it's got to take a shit and it's breathing out of its ass, that's not a good thing.
So does that mean it's throwing up?
Well, it knows
Just
when
curious.
it has to do certain things. It's like a tortoise also does not have a penis. It has a cloaca.
Okay.
All
You want me
right.
to explain cloaca to you?
Yes.
There's
Okay, picture a piece of lettuce rolled up, right? Now the tortoise
Oh,
will
this sounds
actually
amazing.
push
Great
this
start.
piece of lettuce out and unroll it and clamp it onto the bottom of the female tortoise and hold it in place like a suction cup, and then its penis comes out of there and goes inside the other tortoise.
No.
Hi guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new here,
Lacey said,
Ducks have corkscrew penises.
Lacey
please
said,
like and subscribe.
No.
You never want to miss out on all of this fantabulous
Greg
learning
says
experience.
he breathes out through his ass once in a while.
And you
And
never know the
birds-
topic of discussion.
And birds have cloacas too, Lacey said. Welcome back, Herb. Mark says,
Hey, according to Linda, I occasionally talk out of mine, Greg. Good night, Jen. Good night, Jen. Sleep, sleep. We're learning about cloacas tonight. And toads.
Mm-hmm.
And turtles and tortoises. And breathing out your ass.
Now, a duck's penis is shaped like a corkscrew, and it's about 15 inches long. Do the
What?
math on that compared to actual body size.
15 inches for a little duck?
Yep,
Lucky
for a
duck.
little duck. Yeah,
Oh, the poor other duck. My God.
that's why they're called lucky ducks. That's why they're called lucky ducks.
Yeah, but for the male. No wonder they chase after each other. The female's like, oh, hell no. Get that thing away from me. Lacey said a pig is like a corkscrew too. Why do you people know these things?
Because we're curious about stuff.
And
That
Greg
looks
says,
cool,
how
Jessica.
about a
That looks
goose?
awesome.
John? How about a goose, John? I broke it, but that's okay.
Like, you're talking cobra chicken?
Greg just said, how about a goose, John? How about a goose?
Mm-hmm. 9 inches, apparently. 9 inches when fully extended.
Mark says, raised on farms. Yeah, okay, I get that. Lacey says she craves information constantly. I'm going to send you a dictionary. All right, Lacey, whenever we play trivia, I want you on my team. Just saying. Do we do trivia here? I don't. Well, no, but I'm just saying. We might one day.
When Robin demands trivia, right, Herb? When Robin demands trivia, we'll give her trivia.
Trivia night, that's a night that I'm just, no, thank you. I don't like trivia. I feel stupid when they play them. I'm not book smart, stuff like that.
There you go, Mark. Thank you. Thank you for the information, Mark. Frogs generally have smooth skin. Frogs generally have smooth, moist skin, long legs for leaping, and prefer aquatic or moist environments. Whereas toads have dry, bumpy skin, shorter legs adapted for walking or hopping. They're often found in drier terrestrial habitats. There you go.
So, like in the woods. In the woods, you find
Forest,
frogs.
water.
So,
Yeah.
frogs are dry.
Like desert and water.
Okay.
Frogs are what?
Lacey said, I tried to fast from seeking knowledge, only lasted 2 hours. Lacey said, I have dictionaries. They're one of my favorite kinds of books. Well, how about some encyclopedias? I used to sit there and read encyclopedias. That was weird. I used to read the phone book when I was a kid.
Well, yeah. See, so like when I was in school, my dad would say, you know, I'd ask him a question, and he'd go look it up. That's why there's encyclopedias upstairs. So I went to look something up in the encyclopedia, and I get stuck on something else, like rabbit holes on YouTube, right? So I'd be going looking for whatever I needed, find it, but then I would pass by something that caught my eye, so I'd go back and read that, and then read more up on that. He would mention something else, so I'd have to go grab another encyclopedia and look that up, right?
Yep. Mark says, but frogs
Frogs
don't
are better tasting
necessarily
than
live
toads.
in water. They do mostly live around water. Chris K said, and frogs,
But I do.
better tasting legs than toads. I would not know.
Lulu says, I do love learning more and more about nature and love science, biology, but it's boring to read. Love hearing others talking or lecturing about it. I know how strange it. No, see, it depends on how you learn, right? Like most people learn. I can't remember the proper terms for them right now. Most people learn by reading. Most people learn by watching. Most people learn by doing.
Yeah, some are visual, and some are like a paper book or something like that, and others are a visual learner, like YouTube videos.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Hey, Lacey, there's a legit question for you. Legit question. Are you a lexicographer? Mm-hmm.
What the hell is that? Dr. Google, what is that?
I believe it's a book person. A person who writes, edits, or compiles dictionaries.
What about get down? Just.
I love spelling bees. I was in a lot of spelling bees in school too. But we had to learn how to spell British British words instead of American words. Oh, I've always wondered that. So in the Great American Spelling Bees, did I know most of the words are Latin anyway, and medical words, but I wonder if they throw like a word in there like hurricane. Spell the town Hurricane in West Virginia.
HURICAN,
You
which
said in a
be
sentence. You said in a sentence.
I live in Hurricane.
You said in a sentence. Well, there was a hurricane going through Hurricane, West Virginia.
Yeah.
Oh, can I have the origin, please? It's American. American. See, I do remember as a kid playing in the ponds, playing in the beaver pond actually, because there was a pond that the beaver built a dam across, and the frogs, leopard frogs, would be in there and they would mate. You'd hear them freaking mating and stuff, and then a week later you'd find all the frog egg sacks, like all the little eggs just in a big sack. They're around all the bulrushes with cattails, and we would actually collect them and then watch them grow into tadpoles and then into frogs, and then put them back in the pond.
Oh wow. See, Greg said, do spelling bees make honey? Oh my God. Mark says, I'm a word nerd. I'm that one guy who knows how to use the apostrophe. Lacey says, when I first got on the net in the 90s, I would find really strange words and put them together for screen names and make people wonder what the names meant. I made about 50 screen names. Mark says, that's fun,
Cool.
Lacey. Gypsy says, I come into John playing in a beaver pond. Yep.
Hey, Jesse.
And Mark says, I just like learning.
Hey, Jesse.
Well, we've covered it. We've covered so many things, Jesse. You got to go back and watch the rest of the video.
Lacey says, this one wasn't really from the dictionary, but two that people laughed at were, I'm a stubborn jackass and I'm a stubborn she-ass. Oh, God. Good names.
I remember in '89, our computer teacher would come up with these stupid names. Oh, Mr. Al E. Gator. I'm like, really? He would come up with these stupid acronym names, right? No, we'll stay on for a bit. We're still waiting for Jessica to finish up her strawberries.
Yeah.
Almost done. Quick. Who's wanting to go to bed? Somebody want to go to bed?
No, Jesse thought we were leaving. Well, Jesse, we'll stay on if you want to come on the video. I'll send you a link.
Did you leave her alone?
No, we're staying on. We're staying on, Jazz. But you got to join in on the conversation though. You got to give us something to talk about.
I'll be right back. I need to go get a refill of my drink.
Yes, Mark. Yes, Mark. The one word that rhymes with orange is blorange. Like, what rhymes with orange? Blorange. Apparently, warrant rhymes with orange. Oh, I suppose. Ah, that actually makes sense. Syringe? How does syringe rhyme with orange? Orange, syringe. I can't see it.
It doesn't.
But apparently, sporange. Sporange rhymes with orange. No, I. Okay, look. What rhymes with orange? Porridge, sporange, warrant, and cringe. Expunge, knowledge. I don't know how they figure these rhyme with orange. AI. Stupid AI does not know nothing. Don't trust AI. I know. That's what I'm saying, Mark. But the internet says it does. Lacey, Mark, there's a podcast called Away with Words, and it's really interesting because they dive into origins and even geographical origins. Cool. Chris K says, Jessica, chocolate looks good, except that pink color. Color. There you go, Chris. Nice. There you go. Oh, there you go. Look, she's got the whole batch done. Is it all 24 of them?
There's more still on the table drying.
Okay. Oh, she's going to love those. How old is she?
She's
better not say more than 12.
7.
Okay.
And these were the colors I was given.
Well, it's like Mark. You have to trust Wikipedia. Because Wikipedia is general knowledge from everybody putting their own information into it, right? John, to not get AI, use AI minus AI. I don't use AI. Freaking I remember like when AI first come out, like a year and a half ago, like when it became mainstream a year and a half ago, and it's the only thing Robin would use. Chat GPT. It's the only thing he would use. And I'm like, Robin, why don't you just explain stuff the way they are in real life? She goes, what do you mean? I said, well, just explain. Okay, this is a nice hand-cut wooden scroll sawn multi-piece, multi-piece display for crochet hooks of multiple sizes, right? That was handmade and designed by John, right? And she would put it in Chat GPT to come up with this whole freaking like 8-page lengthy thing. I'm like, that's not what it's for. I said, and besides, that's cheating. Well, how is it cheating? I said, because you're using a computer to write your own stories, and you're using you're using AI to cheat for you. Like I said, the thing is that people used to get expelled from school for plagiarism, and then then the questions go, well, what's plagiarism? So then I got to explain plagiarism, then I got to explain legal copyright, and I got a copyright infringement, and all kinds of all kinds of stuff, right? Your chat is bumping over here. What do you mean, TDR? Bump you.
What are we
Elon Musk
talking
is
about?
using AI. TDR says, John, your chat is bumping over here. Well, it depends on which channel you're on. Elon Musk says, if you're using AI, you're summoning demons. Yeah, I won't use ChatGPT. I won't use AI. Like I did, StreamYard first came out with the AI assist for doing up thumbnails and stuff, and I used it once, and it's like, okay, Daily Scrolls. This was back when I was doing shows daily on my Witch channel. It was Daily Scrolls with John B.A. Cousins, and whatever I was doing that day, and it came up with this blue screen, red lettering, and just words. I'm like, that's nothing like what any of my thumbnails are like. You think that it would take the context of what my thumbnails already were, what they already consisted of, and make something
Right.
computer generated like that. So I tried it the one time. I'm like, nope, not at all. So I just started to make my own again. I got lazy now. I'm just using old ones, but. Oh, I seen something the other day too. That reminded me with demons and stuff. So I was reading something the other day, and it's like, have you ever noticed how people will actually make a circle, like pentagram on the ground and candles and everything else, and summon demons from down below, but no, and claim that they've talked to demons and Satan himself, but nobody's ever claimed to actually talk to God or summon God. It was just something I saw. Say it. Tesla is suing Canada. Actually, I saw something the other day that Tesla's stopping manufacturing because something's outdated somewhere. Tesla batteries starting to blow up or something, isn't it?
Oh.
Lacey says she's seen angels and demons.
I saw Angels and Demons. It was a good movie. Well, Tesla batteries are generally considered safe. Incidents where EVs, including Teslas, have caught fire, including incidents in Canada, have raised concerns about the safety of electric vehicle batteries. These incidents, often involving lithium ion, can be more challenging to extinguish than fires involving traditional combustion engines. I'm actually curious to know what the dead EV count in the last Quebec ice freeze was. It's only some words, just dumb as shit. Well, see, the thing is, like, AI is basically just an advanced Wikipedia. So anybody can go on Wikipedia and put in whatever information they think is pertinent to whatever subject they're looking at the time. And yeah, it might have to go through somebody, one person, to get approved. But unlike Facebook, where you can put any post on there as you want, and I'm like I came back with I posted reported a whole bunch of porn sites that were on Facebook. Like, oh, this doesn't go against our community standards. Oh, there's nothing wrong with this ad. We're going to keep it up. I'm like, then have somebody else look at it. This doesn't make sense to me. Lucifer is actually pretty. It's comedy.
I've never seen it.
I see cell phone batteries catching fire. Can't imagine that on a huge scale in my driveway. Exactly. I don't think I've gotten past season 3 on Lucifer. I think something half season and just didn't do it for me anymore. I can start watching it again just to see what's going on with it. I'm starting to watch Wheel of Time right now. It's loosely based, like pretty much like Game of Thrones, but it's not Game of Thrones.
See, Lacey says angels came to help me when I was homeless. One took me to Subway to get me something to eat. When he walked out the door, he didn't come out the other side. Okay. Mark says he's watching season 3 right now.
All right, who wants to see a funny joke?
Sure.
Old married couple in bed. I dreamt I was in China. I dreamt I was with 3 women. Was I one of them? No, you were in China.
Mark says, in fact, it's almost time to get off the computer and watch 2 more episodes. We watch 2 per night.
Depends on how long they are. Oh, I started watching a new series. Kevin Bacon. What's the name of this show? Kevin Bacon is in a new show.
Not advertisements for that.
What's that?
I remember seeing an advertisement.
It's called The Bondsman.
Mm-hmm.
It's called The Bondsman. The shows are like 28 minutes long each. There's only 1 season on Prime so far, though. It's actually a really good show to follow. But I started watching it. I'm like, that reminds me of a show back in the 80s. And Carrie's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, okay, there was this guy. He was brought back from the dead, but he had all these tattoos of all these demons that he had to hunt down. And it was loosely based on the same concept as that.
Okay.
It was a pretty good show. And that one, what was the name of that one?
Mark says he has no idea what Jessica is doing, but I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Reaper. The show was called Reaper.
Reaper. Okay. It sounded familiar.
So he worked for the devil. He got brought back to Earth. He died. Got brought back to Earth. He was some PI, I think, and then he ends up with these tattoos, these tattooed names on him of these demons that he has to catch. And when he's around one, like nobody else can see them but him. And when he's around one, it starts to burn in his arm and then light up. So he knows he's around a demon. Anyway.
Sounds cool.
Oh, Jessica's painting strawberries.
Yeah, but she was rubbing it earlier.
Rabbit. Mr. Spot. Stop, Jess.
Yep.
Yeah, just the tip. Just the tip. There you go. Tap it. Tap just the tip.
Lacey said other
Sorry
people
about
people.
with me.
Greg
Mark
says
said, I think I should be applauded for my restraint right about now. And Greg says, stroke it.
Mark, could you imagine if you were on the panel? Oh, it'd be so much worse right now. Hey, TDR. See, TDR, we need you to come up here. Yeah, man. So next week you can come up. We're gonna send you a link. You can come up with a panel with us.
TDR, is your email? Never mind. Are we connected beyond
Lacey says
YouTube?
one
I
was
don't know if
from
I can.
my friend Bubba ran outside when it did and left me in the house. Oh, nice.
Lulu says, love the colors. Looks like pretty Easter springtime colors. Looks glossy. Well, Jessica, do you have an airbrush? You don't have an airbrush, eh?
No. I'd loved one, but
Mark says you don't
no, I
want
don't
me
have
on the panel right now, John. Jessica would run out of the room again.
one. Never.
Oh, TDR, you don't need talent. a lot of people have actually started on my show. I like to do other like their own YouTube shows because they find that coming on my panel they can get rid of a lot of butterflies and uneasiness and being scared, I guess, of being in front of the camera.
Being
I
all
know a
shy.
lot of people have actually started on my show. Yeah, being all shy and shy and demure and stuff like that. But the thing is like a lot of people will come on the show, get rid of their butterflies and get some experience just being in front of people, and then will actually go and do their own shows. Yeah, Mark, I wasn't going to throw you under the bus, but I was going to say the same thing. Because Mark runs the CNC, you don't need a lot of talent for that. But Mark's actually very proficient in what he does. If you ever go, so Mark's live on Sundays, and he has a CNC channel where he teaches people how to use the CNC machine, or CNC router machine. It's actually very very informative, and he's had followers for 8-9 years that are still learning stuff, and Mark's still learning stuff too. I'll even go over there and talk to him, and I'll ask questions and stuff too, because I'm interested in him once in a while.
Very cool.
But my panel's more of a forum just for hanging out and showing off your crafts and skills of whatever it is you do. Like I've had crafters on here. I've had people just diamond painting, people just coloring. Well, even Jessica just started coloring one day. We just coloring your show? Yeah, sure, go ahead. Just color on my show.
Annie was coloring earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, like people when Nancy first started on the show, and Robin first started on the show. They would come in. I would teach them how to scroll saw. I would teach them how to use proper tools. I'd teach them how to draw. Herb has been on the show, and he'll ask me questions and stuff. And then Herb's all like, "I'm gonna start my own channel." Yeah, sure, you go.
Mm-hmm. Mark says he has 52.
Greg's been on here. Greg shows us real cool.
Mark has 52,000 subscribers.
No talent bomb on the platform. I don't know. Oh.
Thank you, Sarah.
Greg's been on the show, and Greg shows some cool stuff in his shop. Even he was making these horseshoe nail men, and there was one day he was actually electroplating some stuff in his shop too. Showing us how to do it and stuff like that. It was pretty cool.
Hello.
Oh yeah, right. So we used to have we used to have a puzzle building show where we sit and build puzzles. It was the funnest time. How long, Herb? How long was that? It was 36 hours, wasn't it? 36-hour puzzle building show. How many puzzles? I think they built like 18 puzzles.
Yeah, Lacey, I think I have 103.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter how many subs you have.
No, she was just saying
it doesn't matter what your skills or your talents are, because there's always people have world records for blowing bubbles. People have world records for longest drool hanging out of their mouth. Right? Like honestly, there's nothing you can not do. I'm just saying.
See, Mark says, I still think Greg should do a show where he explains old tools. He has some neat old tools that nobody has ever seen before.
I know.
Good night, Herb.
I know. Like I got tools in my shop I pulled out too. Like I pulled out a 7-in-1 fencing tool one day, and everybody's all like, "What is that?" I'm like, "It's a 7-in-1 fencing tool." Don't even ask me why I have one. I was doing fence repair one time on a farm. Oh, I got a
Mark
new
said
tool the other day.
that'd be a neat series.
Here you go, Greg. I got a new tool the other day. I'll make myself big for you. Okay. Now it looks like an awl, but it's not. Now, in case you're curious what an awl is, as opposed to an ice pick, this is an awl. The pointy, pointy, pointy on it, right? Awl. Ice pick. Awl. Ice pick. Not an ice
Mona?
pick, not an awl. I'll show you the end of it. There you go.
What is
It's
it?
marked as a 5mm. Where's it marked out right there? It's marked right there as a 5mm. Greg, do you know what this tool is? I'll give you a hint. It's for crocheting.
Mark says
It
that a
comes in 3
fishing
different sizes. It comes in a 4mm, a 5mm, and a 6mm. It's for crocheting.
This
More specifically, it's for amigurumis.
Greg says for sewing.
No. More specifically, it's for stuffing amigurumi arms and legs without pulling through your yarn. The
All you
tip
need
on
is a little tape. The straw would work.
See? Oh yeah, I know. Well, a hook will work too, but because I had a $32 credit on my Temu account, I was just going through Temu picking up cheap stuff, and this was one of them. And this is a cheap Temu crochet item for stuffing my amigurumi arms and legs with stuffing.
Cool.
There you go.
For those that like Temu, you can't order from China anymore. It's all local, and you have to pay shipping on each item, unless you order $30 from one particular seller.
But I do have. I am part of the Temu local warehouse, so wow.
Mm.
No, it's brand new. I've never heard of one before. But the thing is, you can still use a regular hook for it. Hey, Mona, how are you? I didn't see it. I saw you come in.
Hey,
But this
again,
was
Mona.
free too. But it's used specifically for stuffing your arms with, so that you can actually get it down into far ends, right?
Hmm.
I got all kinds of cool one-off tools in my shop too.
Herb says yes, it was John. I sure miss Jerry.
I know. I miss Jerry too. I was just gonna say that. I miss Jerry too.
I don't think I knew him.
Jerry was fun. Jerry was the only one that stayed with me the whole time on my first 25-hour live show I did. 25-hour live. 25 projects, 25 hours. Actually, you know what? I was watching. What was I watching? I was watching Mike and Molly. I don't know why. I was watching Mike and Molly, and a name come up on the screen. John Schaffner. When's the last time anybody talked with John Schaffner? Just out of curiosity. 25 hours. Yeah. Okay. So TDR, I've done so my first. I told my audience that if I made 250 subs by a certain day, I would do a 25-hour live. I would do 1 hour for every subscriber that I had to my channel. So when I got the 250 subs, and Robin actually got all these crafter girls to come in and sub me and watch me for the 25-hour show, that I said I would do 25 projects in 25 hours. Mark was there, Herb was there, Jerry was there the whole time. And basically, I because my hashtag unfinished scroll saw projects is my own channel. So, but the thing is that I don't finish a lot of my scroll saw projects. And the thing is that I actually completed 25 projects in 25 hours from people in the chat saying, "Oh, can you make this?" So I would pull up a pattern, I would size it up, and I would get the wood, I would cut it, and it was all on video. So I completed 25 projects in 25 hours. And my last project was this one right here,
Mark says
all made
he
by hand.
contributed a
All cut out
pattern
my
for
scroll.
you for 24-hour show.
Yeah, it contributed the treble clef snowflake pattern. I still have some of the stuff up here that I made on the show.
Yeah, that was before me because I didn't know him.
Oh no, I didn't have much coffee. I had 1 cup of coffee the whole time. But I got home from work at like 5 o'clock. I'm like, okay, so I gotta make. I'm gonna do a 24-hour live. I'm going to my shop. So then Carrie brought a pizza out for me. She went and bought a bunch of gummy bears and stuff for me, and brought me out bacon and coffee in the morning. I went 25 hours. The only problem is that on I was going YouTube and Facebook at the same time. You can't go over 8 hour lives, so I had to rebook my lives to start up at certain times, and I would get out the links to everybody so they can be on the panel, and I would start everything off as a continuation. So I've done 25-hour live. I did a 20-hour live cutting with one of Herb's patterns. It was a Thanksgiving turkey pattern that I did for him, of Herb's pattern. 20 hours, start to finish, completed with a backer and a frame. Oh yeah, and I worked a full day before a full day of work before that when I went on. No, they were just regular gummy. I've done a lot of stupid long shows like that, like the 24-hour live. There was a 20-hour live. Well, how long? Do you guys remember how long that show me and Art did for New Year's? We did a Christmas show. I think it was 25. We were gonna go 24 hours for Christmas and New Year's. Christmas New Year's
Like 2
show.
years ago.
Like we only ended up doing 20 hours. It was last year, I think it was. Oh
And
no!
that last year, the year before.
So after the 25-hour live, I went in, slept. When did I finish off my show at? It was 4 o'clock that night, and I was back. I had a 3-hour nap, and I was back on at my regular 7 o'clock time slot. Yeah.
Wow.
You know, back when I was younger and full of piss and vinegar, and
Yeah.
it was a good time though. I remember Robin eating her half a gummy and drinking a Mickey drinking a Mickey Fireball. I'm so stoked and drunk right now. It's so bad.
Think of a special gummy. Just half.
Yeah, half a gummy. I think they were 10 milligrams, right? I think they were 10 milligram gummies.
You get 5 milligrams and she's
No, 2 milligrams. There were 2 milligrams. No, they were 2 milligram gummies. They were even low one. They were 2 milligram gummies. She ate half of one, and she was
So
like
1
out of it
milligram.
in 10 minutes.
Gummies
Yeah,
take longer than that. That was fake.
I
Gummies
know,
take
I know.
longer than yeah. And only 1 milligram, really? I take 10.
It was funny to watch her though.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, TDR. Like everybody has an open invitation to come on my panel and just do whatever you guys want to do.
You brought me up here. I've never left. I'm almost always here. Unless I'm out of town. And even then, sometimes I pop in with my niece
Mark says, I was like,
because Jess wants to see Michaela when I'm on back there.
I knew a girl that got drunk on apple juice.
Did you?
Hmm.
How is she doing, by the
I knew a
way?
girl that would get drunk on apple juice. That was a late way.
Oh wow, no, she's doing good. She's doing good. I'll see about popping on whenever I'm down there next. Just backstage.
Okay.
I don't go live with her. Sorry, everybody. Just don't.
I think that was my last one.
Your knees pop too. Did my knee pop?
Yeah.
It's possible. I moved my leg. It might have popped.
TDR says, jumping up and down, doing a silly dance, trying to get Jessica's attention.
Run through naked like a
2, 3,
Indian.
24.
Need some
Stacy
gummies, but
says, I'd like to get some gummies.
use your loser land.
Loserland.
They're illegal here. That's why I can get them. But I don't use them often. Oh, okay.
Strawberry.
I get no. And we'll see. You know, I might.
All right, Mark.
I may pop in for a live. You just never know. Have a good night, Mark.
All right, Mark. Take care. Have fun.
Have a
Good
good
luck
night.
to the show tomorrow, and say hey to Linda for us. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for dropping by and spending time with us.
Come back tomorrow. It was fun.
TDR is trying to get my attention.
Yeah. Lacey said it's legal in all the surrounding states, but not here. How far are you from a border where you just cross over and get you some? You were talking about
You're talking about gummies and went to Kimmy.
Pringles. Pringles is not the same, Lulu. We're talking about the special gummies. The good ones.
You want to eat that right away.
Beautiful strawberry artwork. Should I eat it or I don't know, whatever.
Eat it or put it on the mantle. You got to eat it right away.
That one gets freak.
It's only good for what?
3 days.
3 days. I don't know. I've had chocolate downstairs in my basement for 10 years.
It's probably
sure not covered in strawberry.
It's probably all white and gross now.
I got bacon suckers downstairs still.
Ew.
I got maple bacon and rum bacon. Oh,
I just want one of those and stick in my mouth, Jessica.
Like a saltwater bacon taffy downstairs.
Because I know what the chocolate tastes like. Because yes, I have some.
I don't know if this one's gonna work.
Lulu says I'm going out for now, but love you all. Hope you have a blessed rest of your night. Yeah, about the gummies, I've never tried those. I seriously need some. Love y'all bunches. Love you too.
Love you, Lulu.
28-year-old chocolate.
Big hug. That's cool.
Hugs, Lulu. Oh, that one had bad spots, but see, that's fine.
Fill it in with more chocolate.
That's all right. Put it on the bottom of the pile.
It will.
Yes, put the
It
chocolate.
says if it's white, then it has worms.
But this one, I had actually, put the chocolate in the mold and then the strawberry on top of it.
Greg says we finished our wedding cake on our 35th anniversary.
Well,
Thank you,
honestly,
Mona.
chocolate that like the chocolate bar, like chocolate that turns white, just means the sugars have expelled out of it and just come to the surface.
Macy says
How
either
did
way,
you make that?
Illinois or Kentucky, I have to cross a bridge. And is a bridge bad? You don't do bridges?
So I had my strawberry dip pre-dry, and then I filled in my chocolate here and set my strawberry on top.
Now you need to fix the other side. Just put more chocolate in there. It'll be all right.
Just more chocolate. Or I'll eat
Yeah,
this
put on
one.
the shell in the back.
And
Put on the shell in the back.
so actually, I need that one to build pink.
Clever
You don't
girl.
want to go over and get you some?
That's a quote
Like
from Jurassic Park.
I'm just saying, they could be shippable.
Oh my God, Jessica, I just thought of something.
Huh?
Okay, so TDR would need some beer strawberries. Basically, dip them in yellow and have like red white frosting on top, make them look like a beer, right? And you need like 5 of them with like some movie scenes on, like at a drive-in theater, and like little cars parked up in the drive-in theater. Oh,
That'd be
like a whole
cool.
scenario. Put on like
That would be
cookie
really
crumble sheets.
I got a whole bunch of shells now.
I haven't crocheted anything.
I know
I'm
I
gonna take
haven't crocheted all day.
fucking drugs.
2 days.
Lacey
I'm
says
almost
last time she was
done.
on Henderson Bridge, not much room there. It's not a sidewalk, but they have redone it since then. Ooh, a drive-in fantasy. There you go. See?
Is there nobody
Ooh.
with a vehicle that could take you, Lacey?
You gotta
And
cross
it's
the county
not-
line and get some good pot.
I just tell
I
my
gotta see if I can
brother,
actually get this off.
if he gets me some, when we meet up, he can give it to me. I'll never forget the last time Zach was down there without his dad. It was just me and him, and
Wait, what does Jessica's shirt said? Just noticed it said something. Oh, I can read it now.
I came into the back room, and my sister's like, "I'm getting your son high," and I was like, "Okay." She's like, "Do you have a problem with that?" Nope. And it was a hybrid, and I was like, "Half, just take half." He was so stoned later. Oh my god.
That's fun.
Everybody's laughing, and Andre came out there, and Megan's like, "Look at his eyes." He's like, "I can see him." Yeah, he was pretty stoned.
Okay,
Freaking-
I'm done with the chocolate. What's happening?
Lucy's asked her son, but he never answers. He's always traveling now. Well, tell him to
I
pick up
walk
some
away and people are
food.
taking their clothes off?
I don't know how far that bridge is.
No, I got all kinds of bacon. Oh, TDR.
But I don't know. I mean,
I got all
electric.
kind. I got a whole bacon. I got a whole bacon basement.
Next time they do hog days this summer,
We used to do. We used to do. We used to do pajama crocheting Friday nights, pajama parties. I actually bought a pair of pajamas. I don't. They wouldn't let me on the show Commando. I had to buy a pair of pajamas.
Yeah, when I go to the hog days this summer, I'm going to rent me a scooter or a wheelchair or something so I can go and actually see Zach and perform and stuff. It's a lot of walking. I just can't do it. Let's see. Lacey says
Yeah.
when they first opened dispensaries in Illinois, he had to get on a bus and give his order, and someone went and got it for everyone. He was in Collinsville, Illinois. Okay. And Beth says John is showing boobs.
EDR says, "Ooh, all these beautiful girls in pajamas. I miss everything good."
I'm not sure. I'm not going.
We haven't had a PJ crocheting in a while.
I'm not going on video. No, I'm
Oh,
just
you
going
should
to
have seen this one time. You should have seen this one time Joe was on the show. She just came out of the shower. All she had on was her towel, and we seen all her tattoos.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. That was so fucked up. And now nobody knows what the hell you said because that's not real.
TDR heard me.
Did he?
Yep. Oh no, so TDR, I have I like collections, right? So in my shop, I collect yarn,
Stuff.
wood unfinished scroll saw projects. But in my house, I collect Peter Pan paraphernalia in my living room, tigers and white tigers in the bedroom. Downstairs, I have Dennis the Menace comic book collection, Dairy Queen collection for Dennis the Menace, bacon paraphernalia, Dr. Seuss collection, Heroes. I got a movie section, Turtles and Tortoise section, and then one whole half of the basement is all German paraphernalia.
Did you have bobbleheads or something?
I got like clock.
Yeah. Greg,
for my Peter Pan collection. This was a little funky.
You're serious, Greg?
Yeah, Robin changed her shirt. I don't know how many times, like 2 or 3 times. Mm-hmm. She didn't realize she was still live. She turned her camera off.
Did she show anything?
Not really. She got her bra on. You gonna quote me? See, I got the only crocheted bacon I have. I got from Nancy. I mean, she made my bacon donut. Bacon donut. Maple bacon glazed donut. To go along with my other 2 turtles.
I gotta watch my hands.
Turtle donuts. There's a turtle and there's a tortoise. The legs. See the legs. Turtle. This. Yeah, I think it was if I was to do another 20-hour show or 24-hour show. Oh, I see. Yeah, we were gonna do that one back in March, weren't we?
November.
Why didn't we do that again, Jessica?
Because Jessica wasn't at
Was it
home.
November?
Things happen.
11/11. Actually, 11. We were supposed to do it 1/1/22.
All right.
Yeah.
TDR says I
event.
want to wish Jessica and the wonderful host an awesome night. Much love to y'all. I gotta go get going, my friends. I'm gonna have to drive and raid your channel soon. Good night. All right, TDR. Thanks a lot. Thanks for
Have
being
a
here,
great
lady.
night,
And we'll,
TDR.
like I said, open invitation, pretty much. Whenever you want.
And Beth says I
And
can
thank
do
you
it
for
with
coming and
sunny
always
side
for
up.
the support.
Beth says she can do it with sunny side up eggs.
Thank you.
Lights all the way around me, wheelchair or headlamp.
Oh, good. You need lots of lights out there when you're going anywhere in a wheelchair,
Appreciate you.
especially.
Yeah, TDR. Thanks for coming. Oh, it's great to have you here, by the way.
Yeah, but I will check and see how much it costs to rent one just for a day.
Just take one from Walmart. Just be sure to plug it in before you take.
Bring it in and plug it in so
I
nobody
gotta get to my
sees.
car.
We'll take
I
the
gotta get to my
Walmart.
car.
We'll take the Walmart signs off of it and put the Great Shadini sticker on there, and
Oh yeah, for sure.
oh yeah, be cool. No, I'll just rent one for the day. See if I can. If not, then I'll do the best I can to get up there.
Where you at
Long walk.
again?
Me, Illinois, Kewanee. I'm sure it can't be too much just to rent one just for one day.
Illinois Mobility Scooter Rentals. MedServ Equipment Corps offers users in the Chicago area and Central Illinois a variety of mobile scooters tailored to each specific needs.
I'm
Best
not
state
licensed.
wheelchairs in Kewanee, Illinois.
Yeah. I'm
Thank
not
you for
licensed.
being here, Mandy.
Night, Mandy. All
Thanks,
right,
Mandy,
Greg.
for being here. Greg,
All right, Greg, send it to me.
so what's the next nearest biggest city to you?
Moline, Rock Island. They're both right there next to each other.
Moline, Moline, Moline.
I thought they had a medical place over there in Galva, but maybe not. And that's where Diana D's at. Galva, next town over.
Davenport.
You're gonna
Yeah.
email it to me, Greg? Cool.
Cloud of Goods. $30 to $50 a day.
Okay.
They're in Davenport, though. Where's Davenport?
Iowa.
Indiana. Iowa. Oh, Iowa.
Yeah.
Unity Point Health. Home medical equipment, wheelchair, CPAPs, and more. You can give them a
And
call.
that's in Davenport?
That's in Moline.
Okay.
Moline and Muscatine. Unity Point Health.
Yeah.
Apparently Medicare will pay for it. Prescribed.
I don't have Medicare.
Oh.
Greg says, heck, I should be renting out my spare scooter if
Yeah,
they
you
charge
could.
me. No shit. If I had some, I'd rent them out. Especially when they have the fairs and stuff, the street fairs and whatnot. There's people
Well, I
that like
thought
to.
see, and I'm surprised they don't like. I know you can rent golf carts. I know you can rent golf carts. Like, why can't you rent scooters, right? Like Rascals. Like Rascal was the biggest scooter rental company around, right?
Yeah. I'm surprised they don't have rentals for like the street fairs and stuff because there's people that would love to go but can't because they can't do walking. Now, if they had like benches along the street, along the way, I could then because I could stop and rest if needed be, until I get to where I need to go.
Here you go. There's a place called Scoot Around. Scoot Around. Renting a scooter with Scoot Around couldn't be easier. Book online or call to arrange a mobility scooter rental near you or at your vacation destination. Transportable electric scooters, standard electric scooters, heavy duty scooters, mobility equipment rental, vary by location. Check online or call them. 2,500 locations across North America and Europe. Or I'll send you this link.
Okay. There's one in Maple Leaf Medical Services in Geneseo. That's even closer. Let me go to the website and
Anyway,
look.
Just check it out and see what they got,
Yeah.
or if there's an area near you. So, there's what's the one way up? I think it's called One Medical Supply just up the road here, and I know they do rentals as well. That's actually where I got my leg brace at, and I went in. She sized me up. She took all the measurements from my leg brace. Picked one off the shelf for me, gave it to me. I went down to the office, gave them the receipt, and it was covered through my work insurance.
Yeah.
So there you go. So what else you got going on tonight, Jessica?
Need to make my chocolate frosting. Well, I don't need to, but I'm going to. And gonna crochet a little bit. But done with my strawberries. So, gonna crochet for a minute or two, or who knows.
Cool. All right. So who was asking? They're asking what time our show is tomorrow. Oh, Jeanette was asking. I said probably about Central. I know you're going yarn shopping.
We'll figure it out
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever works.
So I know that'll be 11 Mountain Time. 11 Mountain Time. Damn mountains. I think we had a pretty. Oh my God! Look at that. A fun, productive night. You got all your chocolates done. I got your frog done.
I got nothing done.
Frog looks awesome, by the way.
Look at that. There's the pattern for
Hey,
that.
Frank. I gotta redo that. I don't know where I got that. That looks phenomenal.
Yeah, it's all right. Just something I threw together.
So yeah, the frosting super quick. I've already got everything out and ready. I just gotta dump it all in and whip it up. Then put it in the refrigerator until tomorrow. And then frost and decorate the chocolate cake for Monday.
Oh, for Monday. I thought it was tomorrow.
The strawberries are for tomorrow. The cake's for Monday.
Yeah, okay.
And I've got to finish packaging up the first round or second round of Joanne's yarn. And also need to make a video of the flower.
The flower.
Something else that I want to see. Yeah, the cherry blossom. Somebody asked me to send them a video.
All right. There you go. Greg says lots of estate sales with mobility aids for sale after someone died. But I really need to get started on my amigurumis for brother. There's a little bit of amigurumis I'm going to do for him. Maybe I can do those tomorrow. No, I can do a hat. I'll do a hat first on my central. I'll get a hat done, and then I'll work on amigurumis. I'm gonna crank it by hand, so it's still handmade. Cause I got some yarn here that I use too, green and yellow yarn. So I wanted to see what it would look like on those hats. Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, now I have a stuffer. They got little hands, little arms too. Yeah. I got that amigurumi arm stuffer. All right, everybody. Are you asleep, Joe?
Nope. Not yet.
Okay. It's like you went to sleep.
No.
It's not
Not yet.
sleep. But darn. Well, I think we had a pretty productive day.
Oh yeah.
One more item. So I'll glue this up, seal it, and I'll finish the crochet hook holder, get that done, and bow it here. Some stuff I have for you. Oh yeah, your tooth. I'll finish that for next winter. Rated tooth. I'll finish that for next winter.
What?
So good night, everybody. Join us tomorrow for Happy Hats over on Hooks, Hooks and Chains and Jessica SMC. And Happy Hats. We know Jeanette will be here. And Jessica will be yarn shopping and doing other stuff in the meantime. But she'll still be in the video with me. I know she'll be. So thank you, everybody. Have fun and good night. And And one more thing, and thank you again, Lacey, for becoming a member to Wednesday Good, Full Chocolate Design Woodworks. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you later. Have fun.